take you nowhere. It's the whole city without you boys.
You don't talk about my daughter.
Where's she at? Where's she at?
You understand that? You understand that?
Yeah, man.
You understand that?
I got you.
Don't with my kid.
I'm sorry, man.
I really do believe you.
Customer flirting. Imagine you're ready to pawn that chain, right? How about using your charm to score a sweeter deal? Remember Ashley? Just wait, my friend. What's the plan here? You and Ashley? Do you like BFFs? Now, from where this unconditional love stems, suspicion might be knocking at your door.
Never a shortage of people who don't know their item is fake. The truth makes this woman explode at Les, but she never stands a chance because Les has backup.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
I'm Nana.
Nana.
I called up here and I got an estimate price, and they told me that I could get $400 for these.
You called up here and got an estimated price.
Yeah.
Who did you talk to?
Nicole?
Nicole. Over the phone?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
we don't see them over the phone.
She's lying.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nikki, Nicole.
Well, which is it, Nicole or Nikki?
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my 400.
All right. I'm looking at the diamonds, and I know right off the bat the weight is just not gonna make it. I know I am not gonna be able to help her. I can do 185. No, I'm not. I mean, you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Yes, the I am, because that's what I called for. Nikki! What? No, Nikki! Where this bitch at?
She all of a sudden darted away from me, started screaming for Nikki. It was like a bat out of hell.
Where this?
A customer comes in to pawn her jewelry, but she's not ready for what Ashley has to say about it.
Excuse me.
Nikki!
First of all, you're not gonna scream in my store.
No, first of all, you're not gonna walk up on me either.
This is Nikki, and
And they told me that they was gonna give me $400.
oh, so look at
And
these
now they telling me
because-
that I can't get my money and I need this now.
Don't you
No,
dare.
that. I need my money
You know
right
what? I don't know what this chick was talking about. She was very confused, but I know one thing for certain. Nana needed to go.
now. You like that?
Well, you disrespected
Give me
me, my store.
Y'all bitches.
Okay.
Everybody in this
This
mother y'all.
Joe.
All y'all.
Okay, have a good day.
And kiss my ass.
Keep walking. Bye, Nana.
You bitch. All you mother.
Give me a headache.
Nana's smart enough to leave before security throws her out, but she makes sure that she's got the last word. This customer walks in with a laptop and a price that just won't cut it. Ashley knows this one's gonna have to go. Despite Ashley's efforts to help her, the woman goes ballistic. Felix, the security guard, escorts the woman out, but she doesn't go quiet.
This next guy is the most polite guy you'll see, but things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean?
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
300.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong, and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV. You can pawn your TV.
What the I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
This not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what to
your
do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
push your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
My face.
Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
feet
me.
in
No, you got me.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground, WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks. Well, the last person on this list is no less than any other irrational person than earlier.
If the item was worth the money, I would give her money, but he was a loudmouth.
It's just another ordinary day at the shop when this woman walks in, hoping to make some quick cash by selling her jewelry. Pretty common scenario, right?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, this particular woman already seems a bit agitated as she approaches the counter to sell her rose gold earrings. Les, the shopkeeper, takes a look at the earrings and bluntly informs her that the color is not real. Surprise, surprise.
I can feel you.
Okay, so what's up?
They're not real.
The woman didn't see that coming. Les goes on to explain why the color is faded, indicating that the earrings are not made of real gold. Now, you'd expect her to accept the reality and move on, right? Nope, not this lady. Instead, she comes up with a lame response like, well, duh, that's because it's rose gold. Seriously? I mean, it's common knowledge that when the color starts fading on real gold, it's a clear sign that it's not genuine. But this woman insists it's two-tone rose gold, while Les insists it's just some base metal.
They were just base metal. It's not gold. Base metal is going to turn colors when you put chemicals on it.
Come on, lady, listen to the expert here instead of getting all rude. The fact is, base metal changes colors, not real gold. It's pretty clear that this woman just wants some money and has the audacity to demand $200 for those earrings. And as if being rude wasn't enough, she starts hurling abuse at poor Les.
That real rose gold earrings, man, I need $200 right now. What the is the...
Talk about being confused and disrespected. I can't blame Les for not taking that kind of nonsense. So the bodyguard steps in to escort the woman out of the shop. But guess what? She keeps insisting that she wants her money and even asks the bodyguard to check the earrings again. Seriously, lady, drop it already. Here's the funny part, and you'll never guess what Les did next.
Yeah.
You want me to wrap these up?
Yes, he did that. I mean, why bother with someone who refuses to listen, right? Eventually, the woman is escorted out by Les and the bodyguard. But she doesn't give up that easily. She actually tries to break into the shop not once, not twice, but 3 times. I can't help but feel secondhand embarrassment for her. It's like witnessing pure insanity.
Out.
I can't tell.
He's out.
In conclusion, this woman's behavior was out of line. Instead of accepting the truth and moving on, she chose to be rude, abusive, and persistent. It's a good thing Les and the bodyguard stood their ground and didn't let her disrupt the shop. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future.
Bone rattler. Okay, people, the granddaddy of speed in the house. Ready to snatch up a drag racing car from the pawn shop? Who knew shuffleboard was just a warm-up?
This guy is an expert. He knows all about drag racers. So does Jeff. Jeff is my jeweler, but he's much more knowledgeable with engines than I am. The guy that sold it to me said it cost him $85,000 to put it together.
Probably clipping along at about 250 miles an hour. Fire this puppy up.
I don't know how to start it.
Gather around, youngsters. We got a drag racing sage here, boasting a mere 30 years under his belt. So the wisdom dump is here, as he schools the pawn shop owner.
You know how to start him?
Sure.
I knew you did. How long you been racing dragsters?
For about 30 years.
Oh,
You ready for this?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, Mr. Been There, Done That. Let's see if your drag racing tales can seal this deal or take a nosedive. Now, coming straight to the negotiation.
20 grand.
7,500.
I don't think so. If you give me the money today, $15,000. I'll throw the skeletons in for free. We have a deal for $15,000?
I guess so.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Enjoy
day.
your new car.
Mechanical bull. Ah, the good old days of Wild West bull riding and rugged cowboys. Some dude missed the memo that it's not exactly the trendiest scene nowadays. Time to catch up, y'all.
Going for a ride in my parking lot, or what are we doing?
Let's have a little fun, girl.
We're trying to sell our mechanical bull.
Why do you have it?
A Western-themed restaurant bar before, and that was the theme. We put the bull into the bar.
Well, slap on those cowboy hats. We got ourselves a scene here. But seriously, who's taking bets on whether they can wrangle a decent price for that rodeo-style bull riding?
Let's say you were to buy these brand new. How much do they cost?
They cost around $15,000 to $20,000.
How much do you want?
$15,000.
So if I was to buy this brand new or buy this used from you, it's the same price.
Rental companies rent these out for $750 a day. There's a lot of revenue potential.
Ah, man, sad to see these alpha men taking back their bull home. But folks, hold on to your hats. Maybe Ashley has something else in her mind.
3,000 right now.
45.
31.
39, you pack it up. That's my bottom dollar.
34.
I can't do it.
Sorry, good luck.
Dr. Death's van. Step right up, viewers. You've heard of Dr. Death, but today's highlight is the van that spotlights as the ride for assisted suicides. Because nothing says vacation like a one-way ticket, right?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
By Dr. Death.
This is the actual van that he did his first and several other assisted suicides in.
Jack Kevorkian was an iconic figure in the city of Detroit.
We're not aiming for a Valley of Chrome farewell tour this time. Mr. Big Bucks here wants a six-figure sum. Brace yourselves, because Les has his few concerns all queued up.
It is a piece of history.
I like buying weird.
You won't find another one.
The problem is, it doesn't make sense to spend six figures on something like this for me.
Well, you either love it or hate it.
But I love it. This is definitely a piece of Detroit.
A van oozing that delightful combo of creepiness and death vibes. So legit. However, why not throw in another expert opinion? Let's see how that went.
So 10,000 ain't gonna buy it.
No, I'm in the six-figure range.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand. 30 grand.
50 grand?
30.
One time. 50.
30 cash right now.
Seth's like, dude, you got me beat. Finally, someone older than my dad. But here's the kicker. He wants to swap his gold for some cash. Says money's the root of all evil. Yeah, buddy, you're really living the stereotype.
2,500 years old. Great. I finally got to meet somebody that's older than my dad.
So how can I help you today?
I want to get rid of this gold. Money's the root of all evil.
This guy might take the cake for the weirdest guy that has ever walked through the store.
How much you want? I could have gotten $650 for this stuff if I melted it down and sold it to my refinery. How about 500?
Can't do it.
Saying $50 profit in this thing.
So they're haggling. Seth offers $650, he wants $610, and they're dancing around like it's a satanic tango. But alas, the devil doesn't always get what he wants. Cue the sad violin.
I guess we don't have a deal.
So there Seth is, trying to make a deal with the devil. And he's all like, I want cash for my gold, and Seth's thinking, sure buddy, let me just grab my holy water. But seriously, with the negotiation, Seth offers him $650, he wants $610, and they're doing the demonic dance of the dollars. But in the end, no dice. No deal with the Prince of Darkness today, folks. Sorry, Satan. Maybe next time, bring a better pitchfork. Ashley introduces herself in a bubbly tone. Now Nana barges in, claiming that she was promised $400 for her 3-carat diamond earrings. She accuses Nicole of lying about the offer. Ashley Nana's outburst intensifies and she demands respect while causing a scene. Ashley calls for her removal, leading to a heated exchange. Nana storms out, hurling insults and leaving everybody exasperated.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like once. The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained.
Okay.
All through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Dealer Ashley is in the middle of a purse negotiation. Now she's trying to bargain her way through it, but it seems like she's hitting some roadblocks. The bag might be worth more, but it's stained. Now the dealer's not budging, despite the customer's attempts to reason. It's like watching a standoff at the OK Corral, but with handbags instead of firearms.
It costs way more than this.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses.
Can I get some?
My pepperoni-looking ass. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. Did she take a look at her own ass?
Can I get somebody else?
Now, things are getting pretty spicy. The customer isn't backing down, throwing out some colorful language and asking to talk to somebody else, maybe hoping for a more favorable deal. Now Ashley's standing firm, not letting the pepperoni insults get to her. It's a battle of wills over a bag, and nobody's giving an inch. Can't blame a girl for trying, though.
Somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch. Can I talk to the owner?
I'm the owner.
You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have. How you get here? You your way to the top.
The tension's palpable, and the customer wants to escalate things, demanding to speak to the owner. All surprise twist, Ashley is the boss lady. So, will the customer stick to her guns, or will she fold like a deck of cards?
Weird dude fighting. So, there's this pawn shop, right? And it's like a wild show with all kinds of characters. First, there's this weird dude trying to sell ancient TVs like it's still the 90s. The shopkeeper looks at him like he just stepped out of a time machine.
On that, my man. Listen, man. Don't control no to me. You understand?
But stay, it gets crazier. Two guys walk in, all proud, claiming their broken DVD player is a space-age radio talking to aliens. They're living in a world where aliens prefer radio waves over text, apparently.
I got a transistor radio that communicates with aliens.
This communicates with aliens.
Now, this crazy guy got frustrated and played a dramatic floor scene. On the alert of police threatening, the first guy, frustrated that his old TV is not a hit, starts tossing stuff around, thinking he's at a rock concert, not a pawn shop.
Who just shoved me in my bag?
The aliens did it. Here you go. Be careful.
The shopkeeper stays chill, like this is just another day at the office. Crazy guy points at his broken TV, yelling, "It's our aliens' fault." I guess aliens have bad taste in shows.
Yeah, someone get the L shopping down here, because this is some racist when he jumped on me, told my
Now, here comes Drama Queen. She's upset about her receipt, and instead of talking it out, she decides the pawn shop is her personal stage. Security gets called, but she pulls a full-blown dramatic scene, floor and all. Bravo, lady, bravo.
You gotta get your
And just when you think the madness is over, in comes Mr. Candy Bar Drama. He wants his favorite treat, threatens the dealing machine, and leaves everyone wondering if he's from the planet Hungry. Maybe in his world, chocolate is as vital as oxygen.
You want me to break this piece of crap, dude?
Seriously,
no.
touch that
What? I touched. You know what?
He seems like he's so frustrated with his life that's such a crazy scene. Life in this pawn shop is like a comedy, a live sitcom where every customer is a quirky character. Who needs a TV when you've got this real-life absurdity?
Oh, you gonna throw my wallet like that, man? Said you want to do something. Don't throw my damn...
Guard throw the decent man? Hey, listen up, everyone. So, there's this guy, right? He looks all nice and friendly, like a cozy cup of tea on a lazy Sunday. But here's the twist. He's about as real as a fake $3 bill. So, he waltzes in the pawn shop, acting like he's the king of the joint, convinced the shopkeeper is running a museum instead of a store.
Run things right here is an old time in the past. We got a new thing going on right now.
Watch this, the shopkeeper is just doing his thing, like a pro who has seen it all. He's like a master of selling stuff, and in walks Mr. Smooth Talker, thinking the shopkeeper is stuck in the past. Past what? This is a pawn shop, not a time machine.
Call it a business opportunity.
I'm not interested.
You old man, you and you guys are running it.
Now, this guy claims he's got a business opportunity for the shopkeeper, but poor guy, the shopkeeper could not watch less. It's like trying to sell a microwave to a caveman. All the shopkeeper wants to do is pawn stuff, not get caught up in weird deals.
You can leave nicely, or we can throw your ass out.
I tried coming in
Nobody
here.
comes in here shaking me down.
Enter the big tough security guard, the pawn shop's own superhero. He comes out of nowhere, no cape, just a serious attitude, grabbing Mr. Con Artist by the collar. He throws him out like a hawk grabbing a rabbit. The shopkeeper watches, tropical popcorn in hand, as the sneaky guy is kicked out faster than you can say bad business pitch.
I'll be back in. All right, come on back.
So, there you have it, folks. A funny story of a wannabe business guy trying to mess with a pawn shop. Lesson learned. Never mess with a shopkeeper who just wants to do his thing, especially when there's a security guard ready to kick you out in style.
You make sure that mother never comes back in here. You understand?
No problem, sir.
You had a choice to be able to make this.
Siblings gone wild.
Argue on the floor.
Jesus.
I don't want to hear it. All I want to hear is the two of you get in my office.
In a small pawn shop on Elm Street, things got crazy, like confetti flying at a circus. Mandy, the shopkeeper's daughter, and her brother decided to settle their brother-sister squabble with a wild fight right in the middle of the store. People looking at old vases and guitars suddenly set up themselves watching an unanticipated wrestling match.
She's out of control. She's out of deal.
You're both out of control.
Mandy swung an old dusty lamp like it was a cowboy's brother defending himself with a broken guitar neck. Customers did not know whether to hide or start recording the madness. It was like a strange show called Siblings Gone Wild Pawn Shop Edition.
I don't know how to run this store. I'm jumping in.
Then their wise dad, the shopkeeper, appeared, looking completely shocked. He gathered Mandy and Jake into his office, ready to scold them. But as he started talking, the embarrassment from their rags in front of customers turned his face as red as a stop sign.
He stepped into my deal.
And I closed it. I closed it.
I swear to God, I'm gonna smack you.
Have you ever seen a devil walk into a pawn shop? If you haven't, then you're in luck. The next customer to walk in claims that he's the overlord of hell.
Seth.
They call me the devil.
That's some freaky there, boy, let me tell you. Yeah, he was a devil. Sure he was.
Les doesn't care if this man is a 2,000-year-old fallen angel. The pawn shop owner is going to make a deal with the devil if he can make some profit from it.
How long did it take you to get all these tattoos?
Probably 2,000 years.
How old are you?
2,500 years old. Tell me what you give me.
The merchandise is worth scrap value. I could have gotten $650 for this stuff.
I take $650.
I can't give it to you. Sorry.
Two old men come into the store looking to sell a computer that could go for a lot of money, if they sold it in 1997.
We need some money. We're going to out west. We killed all the deer in Michigan, so we got to go out for bigger and better stuff.
Most people don't get that aggravated when they bring in, like, ancient artifacts.
Yeah, people collect these.
Oh, they're antiques now.
Both men don't want to leave without any money, but one look at security changes their mind. But that doesn't stop them from stringing along a list of profanities at Les and Seth.
0. How many times do I need to tell you? We're not interested in it. Leave the store. I'm not taking it. Have a good day.
Usually things calm down once the noisy customers are thrown out, but this time it gets even more chaotic. We're even treated to an unexpected showdown.
I did not drop it on accident, man. I didn't break it. I thought it was you, man.
Oh, that's good.
Two men come into the store and make the weirdest purchases. While Les is happy to make sales, his curiosity gets the better of him. You certainly won't believe what these men want with these items.
I was looking at the chainsaws over here.
We have chainsaws.
You make us a deal on both of them?
Sure I can. So what's all this stuff for?
Home defense.
What? Is that what
The zombie apocalypse is coming.
Where other people see weird men, Les sees dollar bills. The veteran pawn shop owner goes into full salesman mode and makes even more profit from the hardcore zombie killers.
Zombie apocalypse? But you know what? As long as they were buying, I'll listen to any bull they have to throw at me. Thank you very much. I'll have my guys write you up.
I think we got a pretty good zombie kit today.
Got us some chainsaws.
You know what, Rich? You, get out of the store.
Thank
you. Seriously? You just came right in the middle of my sale like that?
We sold it, right?
Right.
That's what matters.
Yes, it does. I cannot wait till Uncle Les comes back.
Well, ask one more time. Did you say get out of my way, you bitch?
I told him you're a long bitch. Get the real okay.
Use of abusive terms in the workplace. Les calls for Tony in an attempt to investigate.
Sit down, please.
Yes.
It's been brought to my attention that you have told Linda to get away from me, you bitch.
Prove it. I ain't did nothing.
Les is pissed with the gutsy move Tony pulled when he refuses to speak the truth, asking for proof instead.
Tell me the truth.
I did nothing but sold coke to a customer of mine.
Les tries to make Tony confess by taking what he considers a softer approach.
Tell me the truth and you'll be okay.
It don't matter. I'm gonna lose anyway. What's the difference to me? Whatever y'all gonna do, man.
What kind of attitude you got with me?
It ain't you. Come on, man. You know what I'm going through out here. You know what she's doing on purpose.
Do I give a as long as you make the sales?
I make the sale.
After trying one last time, Les manages to get a confession out of Tony.
We'll ask one more time. Did you say get out of my way, you bitch?
I told him to be a long bitch. Get the real line.
Since he confirmed he did violate the rules, Tony bags himself a suspension.
All right. See you Saturday.
Maybe.
Although he successfully delivered punishment to Tony, Les failed as a boss when he refused to try to know what could have led to the issue.
How many chances can I give this guy? Ashley, how many chances can I give you?
Me?
You!
Seth calls in Ashley, Seth, and Karen over to his office to go over the results he got from their making rounds through the shop. Les finds out Rich wasn't in his post.
Where the hell is he? Rich!
Seeing that Rich had left the business in a bid for pleasure, Les calls him over for a chat in his office.
I'm looking for you in layaway. Where the hell are you?
I gotta sit in layaway all day long and just wait for something to happen? I needed to take care of something that was out on the floor.
Les threatens to fire Rich, who had been a loyal employee at the shop for over 20 years. Karen attends to a couple who come in looking to buy a ring.
Can I try it on?
You sure can.
It's beautiful.
The lady seems to think the ring isn't the right fit, so she asks to see more before she can make her choice.
What about the color
like
and clarity?
It's a white gold band. You're looking at about a carat.
Karen, being as helpful as she can, tries her best to give the details of the ring the lady picked. However, she seemed a little bit unsure with the way she was explaining, so Ashley approached with the hopes of helping.
Yeah, it's round stones.
Oh yeah, these are round stones, and these are all G color, VS clarity.
How much about for that one?
This one is going
1,000.
Karen tries to tell Ashley off since she believed she was trying to snatch the deal away from her.
You want to show her this one, explain it to her?
Sure. This is round stones, baguettes, in the center here.
Could you tell me a little bit about the color and the clarity on that one?
Ashley, here you go.
Right, like
Yeah, these are G color. The radiant of the round diamonds are gorgeous.
Ashley manages to snatch the sale by pitching in without consulting Karen, who started the whole thing, leading to her having an even more unfavorable impression of her.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead and walk over to the window and we'll get it written.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Seriously? You just came right in the middle of my sale like that?
We sold it, right?
That's right.
That's what matters.
Coin thief. Ooh, there's a new player in the game. This fella's got a quarter that supposedly belonged to JFK when he got the axe. And guess who he's trying to sell it to? Les, of all people. This should be interesting.
Need a second person to touch it, man. You see this, man?
Who was the first?
JFK, man.
JFK.
Hell yeah, I'm trying to get 30,000 for it, man.
Really?
Our friend here needs to know that he's trying to close a deal with the boss. Yup, the big cheese himself. You know what that means? He better have some answers ready.
I don't think this guy even knows who the president is today. What year did they put Lincoln on the quarter?
67.
Who's on a penny?
Bill Clinton, whatever his damn name is.
Well, he means you'll have to take your business elsewhere if you want to avoid glitter and dancing. But anyway, this punk got mad, and here's what happened next.
Want to go out for the pass?
Please.
Man,
Follow him out.
Much, man. Man.
Oh, you forgot to ask you.
Let's go. See how Mark made me mess with the oh, man.
Bro, what is you doing, man?
Yo, man.
Pink coat. The woman swaggers into the pawn shop, yelling that the pink coat is hers. Guess who she encounters for the argument? That's right, it's Les.
Well, number one, it's a brown fur coat that you have.
No, no, that's pink.
On her pawn ticket, it says brown fur coat. Pink is not brown. Unless you're colorblind, it ain't your coat.
The reason she gave was everybody in the hood knew that every pink belonged to her. What, woman, are you nuts? What we know here is only what's on the ticket, ma'am.
Can I get my coat? Can I get my coat? Right there. Give me my security! Security in this mother.
Get your ass out of my store.
I need my coat.
Oh no, she's done it now. What could happen to her after upsetting the big dog? Let's find out. It's gonna be a wild ride.
There you go. Holy mackerel. No,
Y'all got my up in there.
Bring me the...
I want pink. I'm a pink bitch. Pink bitch. Everybody.
Odd package. What would you do if a man strolls into your shop with a massive bag? Obviously, you can't wait to find out what's in there. This is what this sneaky guy did.
Man, this is my bag.
Okay. What's in it? Tell me what that means, because maybe I don't understand what you're talking about.
Looks like the man had a top secret mission with this bag. He didn't let anyone unzip it. In my opinion, he's a freak. See for yourself how the whole scenario went down.
You can't bring in a big bag into a business and not expect to have it searched.
Oh my God. My man, oh my God. What the hell?
Wow, that was unexpected. I can't believe what just happened. I might need a moment to process this. It's not something any of us were prepared for.
So I'm just gonna let things lie. If I see anything on the news, I'll report that he was here.
I saw that.
For all I know, there's a half-naked man in a gold G-string running around the streets of Detroit. Holy
Pregnancy deal. A pregnant mom walks into a pawn shop, excited to purchase a wooden horse for her unborn baby.
I was just here last week, and I seen this horse that y'all had, and I really want it. I didn't have the money last week.
For sure. You saw it? Where is it?
It's right over here.
Sure. When are you due?
Well, I'm due next month.
Oh, it's your first?
Yes, it is.
Oh, but the down part was that she has no money. How unfortunate, considering her husband left her. Hearing her story, Ashley gets all empathetic and decides to give away the object to the yet-to-be-born baby mama. This is what she has to say. Well, everything went well for the lady, and even Ashley was proud of herself for doing a good deed. Until this happened.
Help you and the baby. What the? Hello? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Wedding ring crook. Looks like someone's sleeping on the couch tonight. This wife found a pawn slip for her wedding ring in her husband's wallet. Time to hit up the pawn shop and get it back.
So your husband stole your wedding ring?
Yes, he took it because we're having financial problems. I get why he did it. I just want to pay for it and get my ring back.
Did you make a police report?
No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I going to make a police report for?
The angry wife missed the no ticket, no service memo. Ashley can only work with what she's got, lady. Don't shoot the messenger.
Let me explain to you how this works. First of all, I don't just look up somebody's name and give you their information.
I didn't ask you to give me the information. I asked you to look it up. How hard is that? You look it up in the computer, you take it, I pay for it, we leave. It's not that hard.
Okay, I know it's not funny, but Ashley's solution was hilarious. Here's how she managed the situation. Nobody saw it coming.
It isn't that hard.
Take your pretty little feet, walk your pretty little legs out of here.
You are not. Just go back there and give me my How hard is that? You can't just go back there and type in a name?
It's time to go. The only person you should be threatening is your husband.
Invisible friend. A guy trying to pawn a fake bracelet walks into a store with his imaginary friend. However, Les was skeptical until the friend started haggling for a better price.
My partner right here, Robert, we want to pawn this.
You're who?
My partner, Robert, right here.
Here's a person talking to an invisible friend, but I didn't see him.
Well, well, well. Robert, the imaginary friend, needs a reality check. Maybe this dude should stick to playing pretend more believably. After all, the pawnbroker here is no fool.
Robert, tell him, Robert, tell him. This is worth $200. $200.
It was a stainless steel bracelet that we don't sell here for $10. There was no way he was gonna get anything.
However, his get-rich-quick scheme wasn't so quick after all. The customer's face fell faster than a lead balloon. This is how we reacted to the situation.
And he talking about he can't give me nothing for this. What the is that?
No, come on, let's go to the outside. I gotta look at it a little bit more better.
All right.
I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving, man, until I get some money. I'm not leaving, man.
Christina stealing money. Here's something curious happening. Les seemed to be very angry over that man. Don't know what that man was doing there and what he had done, which made Les angry. Let's see what will happen.
Go get security. Then go get Ashley and Seth, and then bring me in Christina.
You got it. The security cameras are on check. What's cooking around, guys? Oh, Christina is on account as she is caught stealing. Les is asking her about her act. See, she's just acting like she has not done anything, but she has not stolen anything. Les is looking hell furious, like he will kill her for her cheating. Ashley and Les are asking questions about her deals. Seth and other Pawn Stars present there are so curious. Les is asking how she does that. Too strange how clever she is. She sold things for a higher amount but reported less amount and stole the leftover money. Everyone there is so angry. What is gonna happen now?
Set me free, Christina, and I will open up that door.
Les is curious as he is sure that Christina cannot do this kind of stuff alone. There must be some other people supporting her in his play.
Tell me something that's gonna get you out of jail today. Who's doing to me today?
Les is taking it to extremes and asking again and again if there's another one with her.
Have you been working with any other employee? No. All alone without any knowledge of anybody else stealing from us, correct?
Oh God, he asked her to send her to jail if she did not speak the truth. Oh my God, things are getting worse. She's not telling anything. Les is definitely going to send her out of the pawn shop to sell. Mother-daughter fighting. So there's a woman coming with her daughter. She showed some pieces of bottle and her collection of stamps. According to her, it is worthy, but actually it is not. Les asked her that it is not that worthy. Oops, the mother got angry at Les, because for her, they are worth everything. What will happen now?
So what you got?
I got some really expensive stuff.
Show me.
Oh my God, the daughter charged a fire against her mother.
You better dumb. No, you... Girl, what the hell wrong with you?
She triggered her and insulted her for her useless collections and oh my God, look, they're about to have a deadly fight. Oh God, the mother scratched her daughter. Les is stunned.
Hell, they don't want... Get the off my... What the is wrong with you?
The mother and daughter are having extreme fighting conditions. Everyone around is watching them. Les is stunned and did not have any idea that this would happen or it might be very casual to them.
Up now.
Okay, the guard has been called. The mother is still beating her daughter well and doesn't want to argue anymore. Both are screaming at each other. The security guard is letting them out. Oh my God, how embarrassing and strange it is to see mother-daughter fighting like that. The security guard gets them out and everyone is laughing at them. Astonished Les.
I had to intervene.
Okay. You don't know who the
Man threatening Les. So a man entered the pawn shop and headed straight towards Les. Seems like it would be a happy deal with that cool customer. Okay, the man had an anniversary today, and so Les is... Both are sharing some joys together.
I need to get a watch for my wife's anniversary.
It's not your anniversary too?
Well, yeah, it is mine too.
That man wants to sell his gold chain and to buy a watch and its replacement. Well, Les will decide if it's real or not. And what will he pay for it to the man? Oops, things are turning around. The chain is not real.
Well, do you really want me to tell you what I think?
Tell me the truth.
They're not real.
The man is claiming it to be real since it is his grandmother's time. But Les is saying it might be real, but it's not because the gold does not have that shine. This might be the saddest thing to happen to that man's wife on her anniversary.
What do you mean they're not real? This is older than both of us.
It probably is.
That man is getting quite furious as he is firm in his belief that it is real.
Okay, I don't think it is, but if you say it is, we'll go. What are you going to give me for this? I want to trade for a watch.
Holy shit. That man is forcing Les to buy that useless chain.
Let me see what you got in watches and take these.
I have a lot of watches, but I'm not taking those.
And now the things got worse as the man has taken Les's family into it.
Okay, I've seen your wife.
Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me. I don't think so.
Les is going to kill that man. He's not stopping from bullying Les for his family. Okay, that man is constantly dragging Les's family into it.
Listen, mother, there's two things you don't talk about.
What's that?
My wife and my family.
Now everyone around got concerned. Les is hell angry. Ashley is stunned to see the man threatening Les for his wife and family.
Little boy and that fat-ass daughter of yours?
The security guard came to get that man out, and Les is not getting relaxed. So he got out of his cabin as well to take that man to hell. Les held him from the other hand and dragged him out of the shop.
You know what, mother? Come on over here. Get
Off of me, don't!
Where you got to go?
Why do you gotta push?
That man yelling around, constantly bullying Les and his family. That man started mysterious marching, and definitely everyone wanted him to just get dead. And Les as well wanted him to march out of the cliff. Seth and Les's fight. Les and Ashley seemed to be discussing some serious stuff. Felt like something serious had happened. Everyone is so strange there. Aha, Seth is coming. Quite mysterious and in wrath. He has asked Les to come in and join him.
One way or another, makes no difference to me. It's up to you.
Come talk to me.
Something is definitely happening, which has made Seth so furious. Let's see what is the matter. Oh my God, Seth questioned Les about his policy changing. He's inquiring why he has changed the policy.
You tell my guys after I set policy that the policy is being changed to your old bullshit ways?
Both are yelling like anything at each other. Seth is screaming that why Les has made changes to the things while Les is getting angry because of Seth's ruthless behavior. It's gonna be very serious. Everyone is intrigued by what is the matter. Les has claimed Seth to pay $40,000 back as per the changed policy.
Giving a 40,000 square foot free-for-all back there? That's no policy!
What do you think brought us to here, Seth?
But Seth is not getting anything. They are having a fight. Oh my God, Seth put fuel into the fire by saying that he can handle the shop better than him. Les is stunned. Everyone around is listening and is terrified of what will happen now.
It's outdated. I can run this place better. I know exactly what needs to be done. I want the opportunity to run this place.
Les is going to take everything very seriously. God knows where that anger will lead both of them to. Les is tailoring Seth that he cannot do anything, and without Les, the pawn shop would close. No one can run the shop better than Les. But things are not getting cool. Seth yelled after Les and got out of the cabin. Ashley, listening to all this, is making fun. God, it is not that serious.
You have no idea what's going on anymore. You need to retire, and I need to take over.
Ashley should take the things to the ground and take it seriously. Well, Les in his anger was constantly getting furious over that debate. Man got beaten by Les. Well, people, there came a black young boy towards Ashley's counter. Ashley asked him, "Greetings. So, is he here to sell something?"
So you want to just pawn it, right? Because you want to be able to get it back?
Yeah.
How much are you looking for?
Hope so. It will be a good deal for that man, until or unless something happens. He is here to sell the ring of his grandmother who just passed away. Well, a really sad news, but it won't affect the deal because business is always a business. He wants to sell this ring to have some money in order to make some funeral arrangements. Well, whatever the cause is, Ashley checked it out, and to surprise, it wasn't real.
Do you have anything else? Because this, unfortunately, is not real.
It is a fake gold, so it can't make money. This statement made the man angry. He started shouting how strange and creepy it is. He should not react this way. If the ring is not real gold, it is not someone's issue. He should take it out with himself. He started yelling at Ashley, and Ashley is just controlling herself.
I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
She does not want to create some mess, but he's not stopping. I think he wants to insult himself. It will make things go mad. He is extremely screaming and trying to hit her out. That crazy man is calling death. The guard came who held him up and set him onto the floor. He's trying to beat Ashley and getting over her.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't put your finger in my face.
Well, the guard is keeping him away. Les is here. Matter is gonna be very serious. That man is not understanding the matter, still trying to fight. Guard taking him out of the shop. Les is joined and is getting angry over that man. Les and the guard beat him and get him out. Oh my God, what a fight. That crazy man. Lady yelling at shop. Hey there, welcome to the Pawn Shop Records, where things get crazier than a wacky TV show. Today's main character is this lady with a cap and a cool style who thinks she's the pawn shop queen.
Alright, I'm Sarah Dawson. I came to get my ring, my computer, and my 60-inch TV.
So, watching this, she walks in, demands a ring and TV, but has no ticket or ID. She insists she comes every week, but cannot remember the shopkeeper's name. It's like a strange game of guess the pawn shop guy's name.
I come in here like every week on Saturday.
Really? What's my name?
As things toast up, our main character loses it, and the shopkeeper, getting fed up, kicks her out in a hurry. Exit stage left with flair.
I jumped over the counter. I got her ass out of here. A lot of things you can call me. You ain't gonna call me that.
But hold on, the drama does not end there. This lady goes full-on crazy mode, drops her pants, and starts peeing in public. Yep, it's like a wild comedy show right in the pawn shop.
I gotta piss. Real piss.
Because of the wonderful human being.
And now, fast forward to another day, we have got a classic couple, a guy with a steel bracelet and an angry wife. He tries to sell his bling, but the shopkeeper is not interested at all. It's like trying to find a puck riding a unicorn.
No, you mean I be tripping? No, you be tripping. All right.
Enter the wife, bursting in with a storm of punches on her husband. It's like a funny TV show, but with more potential and less laughter. Ah, pawn shop life, where every visit is like a crazy reality show that never quite makes it to the big screen.
I was coming in to try and get like $1,500 for this.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my baby daddy out of jail, and I've been really trying to work things out with us. I love him dearly. I was his first phone call, you know, so that lets me know that he loves me.
Huh?
No, not $50. I want $1,500
I'm sorry,
for
I
these.
can't help you with that.
I said.
I don't care what you said.
I said I want $1,500.
I'm not giving you $1,500.
$1,500.
I am not giving you.
To get my man out, okay? I want $1,500. What part of that you ain't understanding?
You need a hug.
No, don't give me no damn hug.
Oh, you need a hug.
I don't want no damn hug. Get off of me.
Good day, baby.
I don't want no hug from you.
You sure?
I don't want no hug from you. Kiss my ass.
Gave her a hug.
The woman comes in to trade baseball cards. However, the only thing she manages to do was initiate a shouting match with Ashley. This one is put out the door fast.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
It's $50.
Then you know this costs way more than this.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses.
But you're still willing to buy for $50 though. So if it wasn't worth, why would you even say $50?
So they didn't say it wasn't worth.
Can I talk to somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch. You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have. How you get here? You your way to the top.
You.
Customers are just shocked when they're told the real value of their item, but this customer's just straight up disrespectful.
How much you want to spend? I got $70. I've seen them from $70 to $80 at other pawn shops. Yeah? With 2 games. Put it in as long as you'd like. Does it come with a warranty? It comes with an as-is warranty. Need a PlayStation 3 for $70. I sell them for $100. What you gonna do?
I don't know.
The PlayStation's really hot stuff at the moment, but the customer who wants one is far from hot. He's mostly just hot-headed.
I ain't been shot already. What? Ain't nothing here. You're just another door guy to me. Yeah. Throw it down. Throw it on the $70. I ain't. Oh, you don't have it.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Hey, what you think?
What is all that about? What is all that about?
Come down, this my level, beat your ass down here. Come on. Think you all that? Oh, bitch. You right here.
And a couple empties in there, buddy.
What?
You big.
The guy went from shocked to shouting in a heartbeat. Unfortunately for him, the pawn shop doesn't tolerate that nonsense.
They're not real.
What? No, these is real. Look, when you holding up to the light, ding, you hear that? Ding, that's the diamond sound.
Don't you think I would offer you money for them?
No, I know what this is. Why your big ass standing here? What the you want? So you can give me my $300. Whatever, told me my ass haters. Bye.
Have a nice day.
The next customer is a lady with diamonds from her fiance, or so she thinks. Les breaks the bad news to the lady, but she's got a hard time accepting the facts.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?
If I'm trying to pawn this,
35 millimeter, right?
yeah,
How much are you looking for?
just about $30. Got my baby's birthday coming up and just need a couple of extra dollars to help out. Stuff situated for him.
What do you have planned?
For his birthday?
Mhm.
A birthday party, you know, cake, ice cream.
To try and get money from us. And the kid ratted her out saying, yeah, my birthday's in 2 months. There's a little bit of time you have before then to come back and hopefully have something of value.
And I really would have appreciated any little thing that you could have gave me.
10 years ago.
This is some bull because y'all could have took this camera. You could have gave me $30.
The innocence of a child didn't allow this woman to cash in on her worthless camera. She was pretty shocked her lies didn't work on Seth.
And if you think $2,000 was a crazy ask, this next person has a book signed by none other than Shoeless Joe Jackson. Shoeless Joe Jackson was a legendary baseball player whose legacy is as captivating as his nickname. He's known for his raw talent on the field and the controversial role he played in the infamous Black Sox scandal, leaving fans wondering if justice was ever truly served. In a stunning turn of events, the owner of the book boldly demanded a jaw-dropping price tag of $30,000.
I'd like to get like $30,000 for the book.
The audacity. But here's where things take an intriguing twist. Are you ready for a mind-blowing fact about Joe Jackson? Brace yourself. Despite his incredible talent on the baseball field, Shoeless Joe Jackson was actually illiterate.
Well, he was illiterate. He could not read. His wife signed everything for him.
Yes, you heard that right. The man couldn't read or write, which makes his signature all the more remarkable and enigmatic. It's as if his illiteracy adds an aura of mystery and intrigue to his autograph, making it a rare gem in the realm of sports.
So this could really be an amazing signature.
You will not find a rare autograph.
Who would have thought that behind the legend of a baseball icon lies a captivating story of a man who conquered the diamond with skill, but never conquered the written word?
But Joe Jackson's signature is so rare and so expensive, I just have to take the gamble before this guy walks out the door with it.
Well, let me tell you the juicy details of this intense negotiation. Rick, being the shrewd businessman that he is, wasn't about to part ways with a whopping 30 grand so easily. He could sense the undeniable value of the book, no doubt about it. After some fierce back and forth, the tensions mounting with every passing moment, a compromise was reached. The dust settled and they agreed on a figure right smack in the middle, $13,000.
I'll go $13,000. I won't go a penny more.
Okay, let's do it.
It was a triumph for Rick, a victory in his quest to strike a deal that satisfied both his business acumen and the book owner's desire for a fair price.
But a once-in-a-lifetime piece like this, I think it's definitely worth the gamble.
The thrill of the negotiation, the dance of the numbers, and the satisfaction of finding common ground. This is what the pawn business is all about. But wait, is it even worth it? What do the experts say about it? Is it yet again a costly blunder?
This signature is real. This is by far one of the craziest things you brought to me.
She did agree the sign looked real to her, but sadly it wasn't, since he was illiterate. The signature is very controversial, and Rick sent the draft to the consensus of the community for approval. What did they say?
During our thorough examination that prevented us from certifying the autographs, which means it's fake, and Joe's first name has been erased and signed over the original.
And obviously, Grandpa would be sarcastic at such times. Honestly, now more than ever.
Great job.
Talking about being sarcastic,
Chum or urine?
The fury and indignation towards Chum Lee were detectable as everyone could see through his frivolous spending habits. And the tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. A man bought a supposed Gibson mandolin and asked $3,000 for it. Now, it's very clear that such instruments need to be checked by an expert before purchase, not after. But I guess they'd be losing their minds once in a while. Chum Lee's expert haggling skills paid off as he managed to secure the item for a mere $1,500, much to the surprise of both the seller and his colleagues at the pawn shop.
15 sounds fair. I can make a
15?
profit.
All right, that sounds good. I appreciate it.
His ability to negotiate a great deal is unparalleled, making him a valuable asset to the team. But what does the expert say? Is it a jackpot or a lost cause?
The decal, you can see where it was cut out with some scissors.
Furthermore, he added this.
This is something Gibson never even used. This is fake as hell, man.
Well, obviously the people back at the office had some serious concerns about it.
You paid $1,500 for this? You're gonna give me my $1,500 back one way or the other.
I think this was the last option poor Chum had. I know this last bit is scripted, but it is so fun to watch Chum like that.
Oh, I need some money. Oh, I need some money.
Keep playing the blues, Chumley.
Thanks, boss.
You gotta come up with $1,500 so you're gonna be here for a while.
From his, I believe this is the worst thing to do in pawn shop business. Despite being one of the most experienced players in the pawn shop business, even Rick sometimes makes mistakes. It just goes to show that no one is infallible, and mistakes can happen to anyone, no matter how much experience they have. But that's part of the excitement of the business. You never know what surprises each day might bring, and every mistake is a valuable learning opportunity.
I have a Sioux Youth vest.
Okay.
I believe it was made in about 1890.
The piece he brought at the store is sure as hell a pretty one.
I was looking at 1800.
But is it worth $1,800? I mean, it is a baby vest. You can't just assume it's going to be that expensive because there's literally no guarantee if that's authentic. And who is even paying that large amount for a baby vest? Rick bargained and purchased the Indian baby vest for $1,300. Now, that is not a small amount either, and he made the same mistake buying it without consulting the expert first. The expert is called later to take a look at it, and honestly, no point. They already spent so much on this that knowing it might be fake is just going to increase those tense lines on their forehead. But let us hear what the expert said about it.
From looking at the beadwork, it looks to be Sioux or it's Northern Plains beadwork. Unfortunately, I don't think this is from that time period.
But wait, later it is revealed that it is real, but it was made for sale and not for personal use. So that kind of affects the resale value a lot, and Rick doesn't cheat with his customers. So I guess he just has to face the consequences of not being smart and going with the gut at that moment. But wait, Corey had a call from someone saying that the vest is actually real. Does that mean Rick is the boss and never messes up?
Here, it's Mark Holpatton. That Indian vest you bought is actually real.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
Nope.
Well, I guess tit for tat. Better luck next time, Rick. I personally love this environment of work for them. They sure do make mistakes, but laugh it off. This should be the way people do it, but generally, they don't. What I loved the most about this episode was the way Corey made a fake call, all for fun and just to get Rick's reaction. Well, that's only fair because Rick makes them realize they made a mistake in brutal ways. This was far better, at least. Well, Pawn Stars certainly took a massive hit, losing a staggering amount of these ill-fated deals. It's a financial blow that leaves a bitter taste in their mouths, a painful reminder of the risks and uncertainties that come with the pawn business. But hey, that's the nature of the game. Sometimes you win big and other times you take a gut-wrenching loss. It's a stark reminder that even the best in the business can't always predict the outcome. Despite this setback, the Pawn Stars will regroup, learn from their mistakes, and continue their quest for remarkable treasures and lucrative deals. After all, in the unpredictable world of pawning, the thrill of the chase and the allure of the next big score will always keep them coming back for more. So which one of these shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. And I'll see you in another one. Peace out.
Seth devises an expert method for appraising precious stones. Bob saves Les a lot of money with his knowledge of walrus reproductive parts, and Seth provides expert advice that saves a deal on an elephant part. These are the times experts saved Les gold from losing everything.
Hey Les, come here for a sec. So people are coming in, pawning their stuff that they know is fake. They're not coming back for it, and we're stuck with it.
Are you kidding?
Test this piece out.
We test a lot of gold. We always use nitric acid.
So I'm gonna do some homework. I mean, this is...
No, this is sickening. We're losing a lot of money.
Seth makes a shocking discovery on how the pawn shop is losing money. Les doesn't like it either. Both father and son know that if this keeps up, they could be out of business.
What's the deal?
You know how I hate getting beat. You don't know if the girls are marking down 10 karat or 14 karat, what the true assay is?
Of course not. Okay.
And I'll tell you exactly the purity of gold. It'll tell you silver content and platinum content. We're getting past the old school way and we're gonna make this new school.
It ain't never gonna happen.
We'll see about that.
Show me.
I will.
Okay.
Seth has done his homework and concludes that the pawn shop system needs to change. But is it worth the cost? Les certainly doesn't think so.
Nice to meet you. Here, come on back.
Okay.
I have a meeting this morning with the guy who sells the x-ray machine that tests gold. Hopefully he'll let me borrow it for a week. It doesn't make sense, and it's time to move on. So talk to me about the cost of the analyzer.
Right now, go back to your old acid test. You got a deal.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now just hook it up and show my girls what the hell to do.
The expert recommends a machine that could change the game. Les is still not convinced, but the old man is willing to give Seth the benefit of the doubt.
Hi.
I'm Renee.
Hi, Renee. I'm Rich. How are you? So he got this in World War II
it's
off of, because these are
right in this area here.
World War II Japanese sword is worth a ton of money.
This sword could be worth a fortune, but Rick isn't sure. He knows he's gonna need some expert advice.
Put it on that metal analyzer, and it'll tell you if it's got stainless steel.
Want to try?
Let's go. Japanese swords are made out of steel. If this metal tester tells me something else, it's not authentic.
It'll help you. I'm happy to do it. Coming up here, we'll get your information.
This metal tester easily saved us a few $100s. Seth might be onto something.
Okay, thank you.
You have a good day, hon.
You too.
And the machine works. Even Les sounds impressed with the speed and accuracy of the expensive device.
So was I right?
You know, sometimes I have to admit, you made the right call.
Okay.
Good work. Good work. Keep it up.
Les doesn't mind losing a bet to his kids, especially if it earns him more money.
I'm here to sell my collectible Amazing Fancies issue, and it's 24 karat gold and sterling silver, as Stan Lee's autograph as well. This is all original casing and stuff. There's only been like 1 or 2 that's been sold since like 2000.
So I don't want it, because it doesn't match anything I have at our apartment.
Can we talk about this woman, though, for a minute? Why would you be in this relationship? I don't want to take this from this guy.
Enough.
A guy brings in a really interesting piece to the store at the behest of his controlling girlfriend. Ashley only wants to focus on business, but Bobby J is quite bothered about the customer's relationship.
Unfortunately, it's not 24 karat gold.
Oh, it's not?
It's plated, which decreases the value a lot.
Let me ask you this. What else have you had to get rid of?
Nothing else. The only reason...
The kid's miserable. He's scared to death to say anything. We should have helped him. You can't have this. You can't do that. And would you ever do that to somebody?
Can you just go over there and finish what you were doing before?
I can have an opinion about something.
You can, and enough's enough. Thank you.
The gold gun that Les bought from the expert comes in and saves the pawn shop more money. However, Bobby J's only concerned about saving the customer from his girlfriend.
Mike.
Scott.
Scott.
How you doing
So
today?
tell us a little bit about your...
1958 Perilla Greyhound. Most scooters use stamped wheels, where these are spoked wheels. Kind of blends between a motorcycle and a scooter. The rarity of the bike. There's only known to be about a dozen in the country.
Of this particular brand?
This model.
So, realistic.
Best deal.
Tell me what you can do.
Give me 1 minute.
The customer walks in to sell a vintage motorcycle. The motorcycle is nice enough to catch Les's interest, but the price makes Les second guess.
A 58 Perilla motor scooter.
This is it.
Holy that's him.
So, let's be honest. How much were you asking for it online?
I was started out at 25.
And then what are we gonna do, raise it? This guy is trying to screw me. How can you get more if you have it online for $2,500?
I took it off because nobody wanted to buy it.
It's there.
Yeah, don't bull us.
No, it's not the bull.
Les and Ashley don't appreciate this customer's attempt to play a fast one on them.
I was ready to make a deal. But your dishonesty just pisses me off. Don't come in lying to me and telling me that you got it out there for $4 grand and you're selling it already for $2,500.
Next time you try to sell something, don't lie to somebody you're trying to sell it to.
Tell people the truth. It'll get you farther.
Yeah.
Don't come in bull me. Do you think we've become what we are today because I'm stupid? Good work.
Thanks to Les' expert, there's gonna be no deal between Les and the scooter owner.
I'm Crystal.
Crystal, very nice to meet you.
Crystal and
This is
Ashley.
How you doing, Ashley?
Hi, how are
So, what you got?
I have these bag of stones that I found out of my grandmother's house. She just passed not too long ago.
Oh, really? Sorry.
I'm just trying to get enough money for her funeral to do what I have to do.
Let me have, you know what? My gem expert is coming in this afternoon to look at a few pieces. You know what? If you want to leave these with us, I'll have him take a look.
What the hell is my dad doing? He's getting his lady's hopes up for nothing.
I'm going to show it to Bob. He'll make the final call.
It's a waste of
You'll
time,
see,
Dad.
you'll see, you'll see.
Les believes that the stones might be profitable. However, Ashley thinks it's a waste of time and that it gives the seller false hope. Who do you think is right?
Earlier in the day, a woman brings in a bag of gems. And to us, they look just like crystals. But I have a gem expert, Bob. I'm going to have Bob check them out. So this woman with these stones is coming back. Okay. Do me a favor. These are nothing. We never get hits like this.
What do you appraise that at? Guys, here she is.
We're going to change this woman's life.
She's gonna flip.
Yeah.
Les is confident that Jim, his expert gemologist, will give him positive news. This time, Les's instincts are right on the money.
You're going to change her life. This could change her life right here. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. So, you're in hard times right now, right? I don't even know how to break this news.
$10,000.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
My God, guess what? They just gave me $10,000 for grandma jewels. Yes, I'm so serious. I'm glad I came up here today.
The woman gets more than she expected, but if Les gave her $10,000, just imagine how much he would make for the precious gem.
These are walrus peni.
Walrus.
Penises.
Why?
I'm pretty sure I'm right in line with what you can find on the internet. $600 each for those, and $600 for them. There is no way I would take less than $500 for those apiece.
Correct.
Just wouldn't do it.
Let me just go look.
Two customers come in with some of the weirdest items you'll ever see on the show. Les has to take a second to understand what he's dealing with.
Yeah, you're 100% right. How the hell did you know about that? Holy Bob. He's really proficient in anything that's hard. Yeah, I mean, this is it. My guy knows about these things.
Right. Make us an offer.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming in.
Bob is an expert on all sorts of things, including the reproductive parts of a male walrus, for some reason. The expert really saved Les a lot of money with his odd knowledge.
Skull of an elephant.
Really?
It's very unusual.
It's very unusual. How did you get it?
My best friend had it, passed away, and I inherited this one. It's where the tusks were.
I understand that. It came from Africa?
Yeah, right.
Well, I
So-
can promise you nobody's ever brought in an elephant skull, ever. That I can
Little
tell you.
unique.
How about 500?
Nope. 500, I'll take it back. Throw it in my family room, even though my wife don't want it there. How about 12?
How about
5,000. That's as low as I'm gonna go.
It's definitely elephant season for Les, but will he be inclined to own this piece of an African elephant?
Let me talk to my elephant expert.
Africans are more expensive than the Asian ones. Africans are...
So you don't really want to lug it back home, do you?
No, I don't.
So, 600. 700.
800. I believe he'll put it in his own personal collection. It'll have a decent home.
You are?
Thank you.
51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Les consults with his expert, and then he uses that advice to close down a good deal for the pawn shop. Robert Ashley, the deal expert, finds a customer with a car seat missing its base. Can Ashley make a deal, or will it turn into a funny situation? Ashley faces a funny moment. A customer wanted a Chilla scarf, but it's really just a bunny. Get ready for a wild time. So in walks this dude looking like he just stepped out of a heavy metal concert. Tattoos everywhere, face carved up like he had a disagreement with a razor blade. He's all like, hey, call me the devil. Seriously? Who does that? But hey, anyway, nice to meet you, Lucifer. Then he drops this bombshell. He's 2,500 years old. Seth's like, dude, you got me beat. Finally, someone older than my dad. But here's the kicker. He wants to swap his gold for some cash. Says money's the root of all evil. Yeah, buddy, you're really living the stereotype.
2,500 years old. Great. I finally got to meet somebody that's older than my dad.
So how can I help you today?
I want to get rid of this gold. Money's the root of all evil.
This guy might take the cake for the weirdest guy that has ever walked through the store.
How much you want? I could have gotten $650 for this stuff if I melted it down and sold it to my refinery. How about $500?
Can't do it.
It's $50 profit in this thing.
So they're haggling. Seth offers $650, he wants $610, and they're dancing around like it's a satanic tango. But alas, the devil doesn't always get what he wants. Cue the sad violin.
I guess we don't have a deal.
So there Seth is, trying to make a deal with the devil. And he's all like, I want cash for my gold, and Seth's thinking, sure buddy, let me just grab my holy water. But seriously, with the negotiation, Seth offers him $650, he wants $610, and they're doing the demonic dance of the dollars. But in the end, no dice. No deal with the Prince of Darkness today, folks. Sorry, Satan. Maybe next time, bring a better pitchfork. Ashley introduces herself in a bubbly tone. Now Nana barges in, claiming that she was promised $400 for her 3-carat diamond earrings. She accuses Nicole of lying about the offer. Ashley Nana's outburst intensifies and she demands respect while causing a scene. Ashley calls for her removal, leading to a heated exchange. Nana storms out, hurling insults and leaving everybody exasperated.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like once. The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained.
Okay.
All through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Dealer Ashley is in the middle of a purse negotiation. Now she's trying to bargain her way through it, but it seems like she's hitting some roadblocks. The bag might be worth more, but it's stained. Now the dealer's not budging, despite the customer's attempts to reason. It's like watching a standoff at the OK Corral, but with handbags instead of firearms.
It costs way more than this.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses.
Can I get some?
My pepperoni-looking ass. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. Did she take a look at her own ass?
Can I get somebody else?
Now, things are getting pretty spicy. The customer isn't backing down, throwing out some colorful language and asking to talk to somebody else, maybe hoping for a more favorable deal. Now Ashley's standing firm, not letting the pepperoni insults get to her. It's a battle of wills over a bag, and nobody's giving an inch. Can't blame a girl for trying, though.
Somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
you disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch. Can I talk to the owner?
I'm the owner.
You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have. How you get here? You your way to the top.
The tension's palpable, and the customer wants to escalate things, demanding to speak to the owner. All surprise twist, Ashley is the boss lady. So, will the customer stick to her guns, or will she fold like a deck of cards?
Hey, so this is your car? Yes. Do you want me to open it for you?
I'll open it.
Excuse me! You're trying to scam me? Excuse me! Excuse me! Unbelievable. I even offered her a job after she had the baby.
I think she just had the baby.
As Ashley assists the customer to her car, the customer accuses her of scamming Ashley, bewildered by the accusation, and even offered her a job. The situation ends with some confusion and disbelief.
Hi, how are you?
Looking for a watch, nice watch. Know what I'm playing?
Sure. Which one?
That one right there.
This one?
Yes, ma'am. Hey.
For sure.
Wow, look at this watch. Like this right here. How much is this watch right here? $75 watch.
Do you want to spend more
Give
or
me
less?
like a watch like 500 or something.
Yeah.
A Bugatti.
Ashley kicks off with a casual, "Hi, how are you?" diving into the deep philosophical quest for a nice no. She presents an item with the enthusiasm of a game show host, throwing in a touch of suspense. What, like this right here? Now this is, how about this right here? $75, no more. Ashley's unique charm shines through as she tries to make a deal.
Yeah, let me see this one right here. This one right here. That's platinum. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, now this is real. I want to buy it.
Perfect.
$5.99.
$5.99 plus tax?
I got you.
Perfect.
Okay.
With a bit of a theatrical touch, Ashley takes us through her thought process, pondering the value of an item priced at $599. She playfully negotiates, exclaiming, "$5.99? Yeah, I got you." But with a comedic twist, she emphasizes the urgency, claiming she's about to go deaf if the deal isn't sealed.
Okay, this is $599 plus tax.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is worth, look at it. 2 and add 3 more zeros with it. 2,000, baby. Come on. Okay, and it's worth $2,000. It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm about to go deaf.
With a blend of sarcasm and determination, Ashley confronts a potential buyer, confidently declaring, "I've got a pile of money, so this. I get some change back." The escalating drama continues as she reveals the tax and challenges the customer to come out and make a deal. The conversation takes an unexpected turn, hinting at the item being worth more than a round neck.
This is worth more than that around your neck. You understand me? You little chunky, draws-looking person.
Okay.
So you wanna ball my $2 bill up? You know what? I'm a Big Mouth is hungry.
You're hilarious.
Real funny, man. Y'all be killing me. I pawn you. Matter of fact, that $2 bill, you could outpawn this whole stuff. With that
In a grand finale, the dealer passionately argues the item's value, escalating it to a humorous threat of going deaf. Now the playful banter reaches its peak with creative insults like chunk and band dry. The situation makes us wondering if this is a sales pitch or a comedy routine. Continue not to go smoothly for Ashley as she faces the wrath of an impatient customer. Despite her attempts to redirect, the customer insists on bypassing the line. Now Ashley, cornered by absurdity, attempts to salvage the situation with humor and fails miserably.
Hi. How you doing? Good, how are you?
This look like Chinchilla to you?
How much did you spend? Do you remember that?
That was a lot of cash, a lot of money.
Okay. I didn't sell you this.
You sold
me
this.
Ashley faces a furious customer. The customer, seeking a Chilla scarf, discovers that he's been bamboozled with the bunny instead of the luxurious Chinchilla that he desired. Grip, it's not a handshake, it's a ton of cash.
Right there.
I wish this bunny would just...
See this? Look at it. It's flying through the...
As the drama unfolds, Ashley denies the accusation, stating the Chilla is actually a bunny. Now the customer's girlfriend confirms the fluff faux pas, tossing the rabbit back. The receipt? It's apparently tucked in a peculiar location. Amidst the chaos, the customer adamantly demands a refund while comparing the bunny to Bugs Bunny. Now Ashley remains unfazed, suggesting the bunny be taken home as a consolation prize, but the customer's not having any of it. This bunny's not hopping away from the dispute. The customer exits empty-handed but full of fury, leaving Ashley to ponder the quirks of pawnshop life.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm looking to find this.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get some money so I can bail my man out.
How much you looking to get?
500.
500. How'd you come up with 500?
Because this is a new gig.
In this one, Ashley encounters a customer looking to pawn an item, claiming it's like an iPad. Now Ashley questions the uniqueness, and the customer insists that it's a new gig and demands $500 for it. Ashley is incredibly skeptical.
So I should get this. Yes. This is a pad.
This is an iPad?
It's something like an iPad.
I'm just curious, how? How would you use this as an iPad?
It's something like an iPod.
Ashley challenges the customer's understanding, questioning how the item could be similar to an iPad. The customer struggles to explain, resorting to sound effects.
You don't know about electronics, so I need somebody else, sweetie.
Second of all, you're not going to talk...
Where's the manager at? Where's the mother...
It's me. So if you want...
Who's over you?
The customer, frustrated, demands to see the manager. Ashley reveals that she is the manager, leading to a heated exchange. The customer insists on $500, using forceful language, but Ashley stands firm, refusing to tolerate demands.
Me?
It's somebody that's over you, and you're going to give me $500.
No, not talking
yes,
to
you
me
are.
like that.
Yes, you are. I want $500.
So I'm going to ask you to leave.
No, I'm not going now, motherfucker.
You threaten me? You're out. You're not coming back. I don't care if it takes 10 people to escort you out.
Sweetie, I will be back with your fat Albert-looking ass bitch!
As tensions rise, the customer becomes more aggressive, threatening and claiming that they won't leave without the desired amount. Now, Ashley remains steadfast, emphasizing that they're not welcome back. The situation escalates, setting the stage for a dramatic exit.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Got some equipment here.
Yeah.
We need some money. We're going to out west. We killed all the deer in Michigan, so we got to go out for bigger and better stuff.
In this thrilling episode, Les and Seth face two grizzled sellers with Santa beards armed with ancient computers. Claiming that they hunted all the deer in Michigan, they demand $900 to head out west. Les, skeptical and slightly amused, offers a resounding zero, much to their disbelief.
I thought that they were kidding. The last time I saw one of these computers was in the 80s. To be honest, what I can offer you is around here, there's no way we're gonna be able to help this guy out.
The sellers persist, insisting on $800, but Les holds firm at zero, triggering their rage. Unfazed, Les declares their items as mere ancient artifacts. Now these guys storm out in disbelief, leaving Les to reflect on the Detroit rock scene, mentioning ZZ Top's enduring presence.
Have a good day.
So much.
You too.
You know, I couldn't. ZZ Top is still in Detroit.
And an unexpected twist, an irate man drops and breaks an item. Tempers flare and Les kicks him out, declaring, "Get your ass out of here." Now, their retort is drowned out by Les emphasizing that they're taking care of business. Detroit's toughness showcased in a humorous security job offer.
Care of business, baby.
I know that's
So,
right.
if you need security job, you come and see us. People in Detroit are tough. She showed them.
You people!
Wrapping up the chaos, Les confidently asserts that was taking care of business, baby. Now he cheekily invites anyone needing security in Detroit to come their way. The scene ends with Les asserting Detroit's toughness, leaving us all entertained and maybe questioning our own security needs. The seller aims high at $150, but Les offers a mere $10. The seller demands to see the manager, mistaking another employee for one. He refuses Les's crackhead price offer, leading to escalating tension.
I can go $10.
$10.
$10, yeah.
The seller refuses to budge until he gets his $150. Threats fly and Les makes Seth, the dealer, greets a man approaching with an earring emergency because his little red Corvette broke down. Classic. Seth, in awe, asks who he is, but the man's response? A mystery. Well, I guess it's time to cue the Prince theme music.
No, you're just. No, it makes sense. Being a.
I am being a.
Yeah, well,
because you
know.
brought in a fake.
The truth hits hard like a guitar riff. It's an imitation earring. Seth throws some shade, calling it imitation Prince. The man's defense? Priceless. Seth's patience wanes as the man's excuses fall flat. Comedy? Pure gold.
Exactly.
Tolerate fake items, bids farewell with a sprinkle of Prince references. The man exits, but the drama's not over yet. Seth senses some mischief brewing. As the man leaves, Seth's parting words, a cheeky purple rain nod. Another day at the pawn shop, folks.
Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can. Do I need to get loud?
What you do that for?
Your punk ass home, bitch! Watch your punk ass home!
You playing my man?
Hey, where the electronics at, man?
Let's see what you
I ran
got.
out of gas in the damn parking lot. It doesn't matter how much it costs, man. I just need $150.
30.
I want my $150, please. I would
35.
Like...
I really don't need nobody. It's just gonna be me. Let's go, bro.
Things get heated really quickly.
Hey, nah. This man, get off me. Think I'm playing with y'all?
There you go, a little bit
Man,
push.
y'all. I want y'all to help me out, man. Turn right.
I do.
In this lively scene, Ashley, a pawn shop dealer, encounters a customer seeking to pawn an item. With a comical twist, the customer explains her predicament, having lost all of her money at the casino and now seeking to pawn her car seat, albeit without its base. She hilariously demands assistance, unaware of the impossibility of the situation.
Too heavy to carry.
I need the base.
Ashley is unable to help her.
Have to have the base for it.
I know how a car seat goes. Can you
Properly?
get someone else? Where's the manager?
Me.
Do you have a supervisor?
Me. So I can't take it in pawn.
You Georgia peach looking mother. Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can.
This customer constantly, persistently pleads for help, emphasizing her dilemma. Now, despite her persistence, Ashley can't comply due to the missing base. The customer's escalating frustration leads to demands for a manager or supervisor, but to no avail. Tensions begin to rise as the customer insults Ashley, resulting in security intervention.
To have the base for it.
I know how a car seat goes. Can you
Properly?
get someone else? Where's the manager?
Me.
Do you have a supervisor?
Me. So I can't take it in pawn.
You Georgia peach looking mother. Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can. Need you to take my car seat. Give me my mother car seat. I'm not going nowhere. Let me go! Oh!
I don't know if she's supposed to be using the car seat or her child.
Byron the guard intervenes, forcibly removing the unruly customer from the premises. Despite her protests, security ensures her departure. We then conclude with the customer's futile attempt to reclaim her car seat, emphasizing the absurdity of her actions and highlighting the humor of the situation.
Ashley, Seth, and Karen to the office, please. Ashley, Seth, and Karen. So I got the results back from the secret shopper. Taking care of this customer. What is the first thing you see? 3 rings on the showcase.
That's not allowed.
Right. So one item out at a time. Now let's fast forward. Told somebody that you'd come back.
I said I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over.
Les, the silver-haired sultan of secondhand, calls his court jesters, Ashley and Seth, to the throne room. Apparently, he had a secret shopper, Ava, visit the pawn shop, and the results were not the best. Ashley and Seth exchange nervous glances, wondering if Les is going to unleash his legendary roar or just some good-natured pawn.
That you'd come back.
I said I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over. Now, how about this one? Wait till I show you this.
I yawned.
In front of a customer?
Maybe that happened one time out of maybe the past 20 years that I've been here.
That particular day.
Les unleashes his claws. He throws Bobby under the bus for displaying 3 rings at once, a cardinal sin in Lesland. Then he tears into Seth for taking too long to help a customer, accusing him of being slower than a pawnbroker on vacation. Ashley, sensing an opportunity, crosses her arms and silently whispers, "Uh-oh, somebody's feeling the heat."
Look at how Linda took care of this person.
This would run you $1,700 here.
That's the best way to go. Look at how he's showing the television set. In Steve's report, and let me show you who got a 98 out of 100. Karen. Look at the way that she's handling the customer.
I'm so happy I was able to help you today.
98.
Les shifts his focus, showcasing the shining examples of Linda and JP. Linda, the Diamond 9 diva, expertly appraises a watch, while JP, the tech titan, demonstrates a TV with the enthusiasm of a kid on Christmas morning. Ashley takes a mental note, scribbling "Be more Linda, less Seth" on her pawn-shaped notepad.
98. The most important thing that we have to offer is customer service.
You could learn something from me.
A rose near 2 thorns.
Les, I'm just doing my job.
I'm very proud of you.
Les reveals the ultimate scorecard. Karen, the customer service queen, scored a perfect 98. Ashley and Seth slump in their chairs, feeling like yesterday's jewelry. But Les throws Ashley a bone, calling her a rose between 2 thorns. A not-so-subtle dig at Seth. So Ashley puffs at her chest, basking in the rare praise, while Seth silently vows to outshine Karen next time.
Is there something you need help with?
No, I'm just browsing.
Okay, sounds good. Anything catches your eye that you want me to pull out?
I was kind of looking at some of these watches.
Okay, something wrong?
Yeah, my phone. I just let Did you take my phone?
On the showcase.
In a pawn shop far, far away from common sense, a customer's quest for an invisible phone turns the store into a circus. Imagine a magician's act gone wrong. Now add grumpy customers and confused employees. It's a comedy of errors where the only thing missing is the phone that everybody's looking for.
Look, I ain't crazy. Damn it, I just laid my phone there. Yo, you better get off because get the manager. You
Another customer in the store. You have got to get out.
So please, listen.
As chaos reigns supreme, the invisible phone saga transforms into a slapstick showdown. Consider a scene from a stupid action film, but with canes instead of firearms, and insults flying quicker than a swarm of birds. It's like a sitcom on steroids, with each character competing for the title of most absurd performance.
I'm out of here, yo.
Their business outside.
Nobody don't got time for this, yo. Get this old ass. Hey, what's your problem?
Oh, my
For
God.
heaven's sake.
You ain't gonna need that cane. Go ahead, put the cane down. Chill out.
Thanks,
Gangsta, calm down.
Yeah, all right.
Man, don't hurt nobody. And watch how you use that cane.
Shut the hell up.
You got grandkids?
Granddad.
Have a nice day.
Now, as the dust settles, the pawn shop resembles a battlefield of comedic proportions. With tempers cooled, the invisible phone remains the elusive star of this absurd show. And when the curtain falls on this hilarious display, only one thing is certain. Nobody's gonna leave with their sense of worth intact.
Hi, I'm trying to pawn this chain.
Yeah, we won't be able to take this.
Why you want me to take?
Why are you screaming?
Because I want my mother money. I'm a boss. That's what I do. Get my money.
You're gonna come and get it?
One way or another.
All right, well, I'll come and give it to you.
Yeah.
So this guy strolls in all confident, trying to pawn off some chain. He's like, I want $250 for this. But hold up, it's faker than a $3 bill. The drama unfolds as he demands his mother money and threatens to take it by force. Oh man, well we got ourselves a boss in the making right here.
Where's it at?
Back up. Okay. First of all, that's not real.
What?
Do you want me to let you pawn your watch for $250?
Here comes round two. The guy's still clinging onto that delusion, insisting that it's real bling. However, they're not having any of it, threatening to remove him if he doesn't turn down the volume. But at least he's willing to compromise. Now, will he finally accept reality, or is he going to keep shouting his way to nowhere?
I'll take the $250.
Wow. Changing a tone now.
Yeah.
Want to follow me this way?
Thanks for helping me.
Well, take a look at that. The guy finally got a soft spot and finally ready to see reason. 250? Yeah, sure. Talk about a change of tune. And with that, he's off to his next journey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. My girlfriend, she came up here and she got rid of my Xbox 360 and I came up here to get it back.
She got rid of your Xbox?
Yeah, we got into an argument and I woke up and it wasn't there. So I called her and I asked her where was it at and she told me it was up here. So I just came up here to get it back.
Okay, it's not just gonna give you your 360.
You just need to give me my stuff.
No, I don't need to do anything.
I don't have no ticket.
Okay, you done?
Y'all just need to have me my because I'm gone.
You gonna what?
What y'all supposed to have some security guards or something? Y'all looking at me and
He can look at whoever he wants. He's our guard here. So.
Like I was saying, can I just have
No.
Can I just have
So here's this guy, right? He waltzes into the shop like he's lost his favorite pair of socks in the laundry. Turns out his girl threw out his Xbox 360. And he's all like, I need it back. And Ashley's there, cool as a cucumber, asking for a ticket. Ticket to what? The Xbox amusement park? Classic mix-up.
Another one?
Well, let me just look for one that I want to grab.
Okay, you go that way. I'll show you some. Wait right
Hey, what up
here,
360s there,
and
bro?
I'll sell you one for $200.
No, I can grab one for free.
Excuse me?
Now, the guy's on a mission, but Ashley's playing hardball. No ticket, no Xbox, she says. But our hero ain't having it. He's all like, just give me my stuff. Like, bro, do you even have a receipt? And then he tries some Jedi mind trick about grabbing one for free. Nice try, buddy, but this ain't a buy one, get one free sale.
Oh, I got the feeling that, yeah, he really into video games because he tried to warp out of here to like another world. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here.
Get the out. Now.
All right,
Don't ever step back.
You gonna make me move?
It pissed me off. I've never seen somebody run around my store like that. I've never seen somebody jump in a barrel. I've seen some crazy but never that.
Then it gets wild because the guy hops into a barrel and attempts to warp out of there. Now Ashley's telling security to get him out of there, and it's an entire circus. The guy finally bolts, and Ashley's left scratching her head wondering what the heck just happened. Never a dull moment in the pawn shop.
Hi, how are you?
Got a little bit of a problem.
Can't imagine why.
My kids were playing around last night, broke my teeth. Now I have no teeth.
They broke all your teeth?
I had dentures. So they
How'd
were
they
playing.
bring them?
They flushed them down the toilet.
And you want how much?
About $300.
$300. So I'm not gonna be able to give you $300.
Two?
No. See, the issue is it has to be a certain amount of weight.
A woman with a smile like a jack-o'-lantern entered, claiming that her mischievous children flushed her dentures down the porcelain plunge. Now she offers a promise ring as collateral, hoping for $300 to buy replacements. Ashley politely informs her that it's more like a $10 promise, triggering a meltdown worthy of a Shakespearean tragedy.
For me to pay you for the silver.
Right, I understand it ain't worth all that, so what can you give me?
$10 to buy it.
No, I need more than $10. See, I have no teeth.
Right,
I go
so
to work
I'm not
tomorrow.
paying you for your teeth.
Okay, well, what the can you do then?
The woman launches into a guilt trip that would make even Mother Teresa flinch. Now, Ashley stands firm, offering a measly $10 just to get rid of the verbal hurricane. But oh no, our toothless typhoon isn't satisfied. She throws insults like confetti, calling Ashley names that would make a sailor blush.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it? Talk a lot of smart, bitch. I do, and so do you. Keep walking. Now what?
I'm here.
Now what?
I'm here.
Keep walking.
Bitch, my car's this way.
Lucky Ashley didn't knock the teeth out your mouth.
Ashley, pushed to her limit, unleashes her inner dragon. The woman, finally defeated, slinks away, muttering threats. Ashley, victorious but slightly singed, sighs. One down, a million more to go.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I like your nail polish colors.
Thank you.
What do we got here? A laptop?
Laptop.
You type in your password? What brings you in today?
I just want to pawn it in so I can give my sister some money.
All right, I can do 150, and that's what I can do.
Okay, can you do 165 or not?
I can do 150.
Okay, I know what, I ain't got time.
Ashley greets the woman with nail polish flair. But oh boy, we got an issue. This is a laptop fiasco. Now she's trying to get cash for her sister's birthday bash, but the password's playing hide and seek. Now she's clueless, and Ashley's like, try again. But it's like asking a goldfish to play chess. Negotiations start to begin. Or do they?
I ain't got time for this.
I'm here to help you.
Okay, well, you have a really, really bad attitude. It's like you don't like your job. If you don't like your job, you shouldn't work here, sweetheart. I'm sorry, you really shouldn't.
I haven't even talked. I said I could go 150.
The way you treat your customers is so disrespectful.
I actually asked.
It's so disrespectful. Well, I'm sorry. I told you, I can't take 150.
You know what's disrespectful?
Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk.
Have a good day.
You were too silly.
So are you.
Don't touch my stuff. You were so silly.
If you want me to...
It's a bargain battle royale. Now the woman wants $165, but Ashley's all like, I'll give you 150, and it's a standoff. Then, boom, attitude explosion. The woman's throwing verbal haymakers like it's a boxing match. Ashley's like, hold up, honey, don't sass the cashier. But the woman's not backing down, even if it means storming out in a huff.
Want me to help you? Your worst mistake is to tell me off.
I could take my business somewhere else.
Are you a lady or are you a baby?
Excuse me, sweetheart.
About it.
I'm running the next store.
You think you're really gonna be able to handle that?
I did this one. I did all the heavy lifting with him.
Give him.
You coming to the door like you gonna do something?
But, ma'am, you need to go.
You don't know me, bitch. You looking at me like you wanna do something, do something.
We give folks of all kind, happy, sad.
Bye. Bye.
What more can we do, you know?
Walk away with a smile.
Talk about a grand finale, folks. The woman's on her way out, but not without some parting shots. Now she's throwing shade like it's confetti, calling everyone out like it's a reality TV showdown. But in the end, it's all smiles for Ashley and her crew as they bid adieu to the drama and welcome the next wacky adventure in the pawn shop saga. In the end, Robert storms out, swearing never to return like some kind of reality TV diva. Classic entertainment, folks. You couldn't make any of this up if you tried.
You looking at mother? Get the off me, man. Hey, what the you look?
I need my $20. $100.
No, Mama, calm down.
You won't believe how much this customer did when he couldn't take in the truth.
Get the out of here, man.
Get the out of here.
Why are you standing behind me?
It's a bright and sunny day at the pawn shop. But hold on to your hats, because we're in for a wild ride. This cool and laid-back Albanian dude strolls in with a bunch of ancient comic books. When I say cool, I mean it. Like, look at this.
Les. Ganti, how you doing?
What's your name?
Ganti.
Ganti?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
He's got dollar signs in his eyes, thinking they're worth a fortune. But is he in for a surprise or what? Les and Ashley, the shop owners, give them their usual warm welcome. The customer proudly showcases his prize comics, claiming they're from the groovy 70s and in mint condition. He's even bold enough to demand a whopping $2,000 for the lot. What? They are shocked.
How much did you want for him?
I was looking around 2,000, man.
$2,000?
But our savvy Ashley ain't falling for it. She spots the bent corners and unimpressive preservation, grilling the customer about their sorry state. Poor fella, he's speechless. Didn't see that coming, did he?
Do you see the edges?
That's just one of them. Come on.
No, actually, that's all.
Ashley cuts straight to the chase and offers a jaw-dropping $5 for the entire stack. Yep, you heard it right. A gigantic drop from his lofty $2,000 expectation. Naturally, our customer isn't happy with the lowball and tries to haggle. But kudos to Ashley and Les. They hold their ground, eventually nudging the price up to a massive $6.
Come on, you guys, just work with me a little bit. Give me something, you know what I mean?
6?
And that's when things go from zero to chaos. Our previously calm customer suddenly loses it, accusing the shop of playing mind games. Leslie tries to calm him down, reassuring him they're not joking around. But no, he won't take their word for it. He insists on verifying the authenticity of the comics, and Ashley's response takes him to new levels of shock.
From the 1970s.
So am I.
I don't go for you.
Oh boy, buckle up, because it's all downhill from here. The customer starts swearing up a storm, slamming the table like a man possessed. He's convinced he's being duped, and boy is he fuming.
Like you're playing me right now, because I know this is worth way more than $6.
The situation gets so out of hand that a burly bodyguard has to step in and escort him out. But wait, there's more. Right before leaving, he pulls a move that really ticks off another customer. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Get the off me. Hey, what the you look? Come here.
Next thing you know, we're witnessing an impromptu street brawl right inside the shop. These two customers throw punches like they're in a heavyweight championship match. And let me tell you, it's a hilarious sight to behold.
Come on, fuck me. Oh, these guys are you little bitch.
Eventually, the bodyguards swoop in like superheroes and drag both fighters out. Man, talk about a show. After the dust settles, our Albanian friend tries to save face with a final quip. I'm Albanian, baby. Well, my friend, you certainly lived up to that fiery reputation of yours. What a roller coaster of a pawn shop experience, folks. Next up, just another regular day at the pawn shop. People coming and going. Some happy, some not so much.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me prove my point.
Now here's a guy who walks in hoping to get a loan of $100 for his gold chain. And you know what? The receptionist happily agrees. Loan approved, right?
How much would you like?
$100.
Okay. I can do the $100.
Well, hold your horses, because this is where things go haywire. This customer seems all polite and even hands over his ID for verification. But then he brings up this 20% business, as it's written on the sign right there. The receptionist is completely lost, and the customer starts explaining how he should get 20% added to the $100 loan, making it $120.
Put my 20%, right?
What 20%, sir?
The sign right here say I get 20%.
But the poor receptionist has no clue what he's talking about. Politeness goes out the window, folks. The man's anger instantly flares up when he realizes the receptionist is clueless. He asks her if she's ever seen the sign in her life, and boy does he point it out right in front of the shop. Talk about intense.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is you serious?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you ain't never seen the sign?
Now, this angry customer won't let it go. His voice keeps getting louder, drawing everyone's attention in the shop.
I'm supposed to get 20%. You said you gonna give me 100. I get 20% of 100.
We see as the bodyguard's on alert, and even Seth, the boss, steps out of his office to see what the commotion is all about. The man keeps angrily repeating that he's supposed to get that 20% with $100. When the receptionist refuses to budge, he demands to see the manager. Seth steps up and asks the customer to read the sign again. He patiently explains what it actually means.
At another pawn shop, bring me in the ticket, and when you take it out of that pawn shop, I'll give you 20.
But does our furious customer listen? No way. He's sticking to his guns, dead set on his demands. He even goes back and snatches the sign to show it to the receptionist and Seth. You can practically feel the tension, folks. If Seth wasn't behind that glass, this guy might have thrown a punch. Clearly, he's not thinking straight. That's when the bodyguard steps in and takes the sign away from him.
Hey, straight up. My man, let us go. Let us go. 20%.
The angry customer doesn't even give Seth a chance to explain. Oh boy, talk about rage blinding a person. This irate customer keeps shouting in the shop, demanding his 20%, hoping someone will back him up.
Sir.
Why?
Well, because you're
false advertising. I guess you think I can.
You're not letting.
But here's where things escalate. This customer challenges Seth to step out of his glass office and face him like a man. Whoa, the temperature's rising in here. But Seth's having none of it. He tells him to get out since he's causing a ruckus. And you know what happens next? He gets escorted out by the bodyguard. And get this, he tries to take the sign with him.
I'm getting something out this, bro.
You down for the sign, my man. I'm about to take you down.
Mother.
Gotta admit, that's a bit hilarious. But the bodyguard quickly snatches it back, and the customer keeps cursing as he leaves the shop. But wait, there's more. To show his anger, this guy grabs a harmless plant and throws it on the ground.
Huh, $20 worth right there, bitches.
Oh, man. What did the plant do to him?
Seriously, what did the plant ever do to you, man? And off he angrily storms away. It's never a dull day around here, is it? This next lady has real poor luck, but it does not excuse her behavior.
Wait, man. The door's right there. Have a good day.
Because you got a big dude, you think you hot?
So this lady storms into the store demanding her stuff back, which happens to be just 2 TVs. The receptionist asks her for some ID and tickets as proof, but this lady is completely clueless.
I need your ID or the tickets. My what?
She doesn't have any of those things, and here comes the shocker. Her boyfriend pawned off her belongings. Can you believe it? Now she wants them back, and it's a pretty messed up situation to be honest. She explains to the receptionist that she can't provide the required documents because her no-good boyfriend isn't even around anymore. He left her high and dry. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now Ashley, who overhears the whole thing, initially sympathizes with this poor girl. But hold up, that sympathy doesn't last for long, and for good reason.
I feel terrible for her, but I can't help her without her ticket.
This customer suddenly loses her mind, like all the anger in the world has consumed her. And guess what she does next? Brace yourselves, people. She starts yelling and banging on the glass window, demanding her precious TV.
Don't bang on my window!
Seriously, that's not how you get things done. Even if someone is trying to help you, no one will tolerate that kind of behavior. Ashley, understandably furious, tells her to back off. The situation gets so heated that Ashley has to step out of the room to confront this unruly customer. And guess what? This lady has the audacity to threaten Ashley. Well, Ashley isn't one to back down, so she tells her to get the heck out of the shop. This customer is beyond crazy, I tell you. It seems like she had a truckload of problems even before she set foot in the store.
What? I dare you.
Now, the bodyguard steps in to escort her out, but oh boy, this girl goes on a rampage. She knocks over everything in her path, completely enraged. Come on, girl, you seriously need to chill out.
Bye! What? I scared to leave.
Finally, they manage to get her out of the shop, but you won't believe what happens next. Unlike the previous guy who threw a plant, this woman tries not once, not twice, but 3 freaking times to break back into the store. I mean, seriously, woman, get a grip on yourself. This is just embarrassing for everyone involved.
But damn it, we're not your local psychologist neither.
Even the bodyguard has had enough at this point, and he can only imagine what kind of crazy exchange must have taken place. Man, oh man, what a wild scene that must have been. This next guy is the most polite guy you'll see, but things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean?
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong, and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV. You can pawn your TV.
What the I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
This not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
push your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
My face.
Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in
You got me.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground, WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks. Well, the last person on this list is no less than any other irrational person than earlier.
If the item was worth the money, I would give her money, but he was a loudmouth.
It's just another ordinary day at the shop when this woman walks in, hoping to make some quick cash by selling her jewelry. Pretty common scenario, right?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, this particular woman already seems a bit agitated as she approaches the counter to sell her rose gold earrings. Les, the shopkeeper, takes a look at the earrings and bluntly informs her that the color is not real. Surprise, surprise.
I can feel you.
Okay, so what's up?
They're not real.
The woman didn't see that coming. Les goes on to explain why the color is faded, indicating that the earrings are not made of real gold. Now, you'd expect her to accept the reality and move on, right? Nope, not this lady. Instead, she comes up with a lame response like, well, duh, that's because it's rose gold. Seriously? I mean, it's common knowledge that when the color starts fading on real gold, it's a clear sign that it's not genuine. But this woman insists it's two-tone rose gold, while Les insists it's just some base metal.
They were just base metal. It's not gold. Base metal is going to turn colors when you put chemicals on it.
Come on, lady, listen to the expert here instead of getting all rude. The fact is, base metal changes colors, not real gold. It's pretty clear that this woman just wants some money and has the audacity to demand $200 for those earrings. And as if being rude wasn't enough, she starts hurling abuse at poor Les.
That real rose gold earrings, man, I need $200 right now. What the is the...
Talk about being confused and disrespected. I can't blame Les for not taking that kind of nonsense. So the bodyguard steps in to escort the woman out of the shop. But guess what? She keeps insisting that she wants her money and even asks the bodyguard to check the earrings again. Seriously, lady, drop it already. Here's the funny part, and you'll never guess what Les did next.
Yeah.
You want me to wrap these up?
Yes, he did that. I mean, why bother with someone who refuses to listen, right? Eventually, the woman is escorted out by Les and the bodyguard. But she doesn't give up that easily. She actually tries to break into the shop not once, not twice, but 3 times. I can't help but feel secondhand embarrassment for her. It's like witnessing pure insanity.
He's out.
In conclusion, this woman's behavior was out of line. Instead of accepting the truth and moving on, she chose to be rude, abusive, and persistent. It's a good thing Les and the bodyguard stood their ground and didn't let her disrupt the shop. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future.
My dad truly believed that this glass could be something.
Space for years. And you never know what surprises will walk through that door. Today we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. Our friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top Cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a needle in a haystack these days, and you can see Seth's eyes light up with excitement. Easy there, Seth, don't get too carried away.
We see all types of old cars come through the store.
Does it do the four-wheel hop?
It could if you wanted it to.
This amazing car is decked out with 4 switches and can hop up to 72 inches in the front. And guess what? If you're up for it, it can even do a 4-wheel hop. Talk about a versatile ride.
If you wanted to, it's equipped to. But it's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
This car is the real deal, folks. It's got all the bells and whistles you could imagine. How often do you come across a fully equipped ride like this? Seth can't help but admit that it's incredibly rare to see a car that's not only fully customized, but can also jump off the ground. He can't resist showing off, telling us about the car's 4 hydraulic pumps and a whopping 14 deep cycle batteries. More batteries mean more power, right? Seth and his buddy can't resist the temptation to hop in and experience it firsthand. And let me tell you, they are having a blast. Now, Seth really wants this car, but he wants it at the right price. Penny, on the other hand, is hoping to fetch $12,000 for it. Will Seth bite the bullet and make the deal? Well, here's the twist.
How about $4,000?
Seth is only willing to dish out $4,000 for it. Whoa, talk about a huge drop. You can see the disappointment on Penny's face. He explains that he spent $4,000 just on the paint job alone. After some negotiation, Penny agrees to settle for $10,000. But Seth tries to push it further, offering $7,000. You know he wants it.
It's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the...
Penny, being the wise guy he is, doesn't take the deal. In the end, they part ways on good terms. Well, folks, let's hope Penny finds another buyer who's willing to meet his price for this fully customized car. It's always a thrill to see unique items like this in the pawn shop. And who knows what will come through those doors next. Stay tuned for more pawn shop adventures. But here comes another gem-filled day at Les's pawn shop. We have a woman who's brought in some stones she discovered at her late grandmother's house. Her goal? To gather enough cash to cover her dear grandma's funeral expenses. Poor thing, she's not quite sure about the value of these stones and is expecting to receive a modest sum for them.
Younger.
How much did you want for these?
Anything would help, like $50 or $100.
Enter Ashley, who wants to assist but has serious doubts about the authenticity of these gems. Who knows what other surprises await us in the future? Stay tuned, folks, because the adventure at Les's pawn shop is far from over. Hold on to your seats because this next guy is about to unleash some of the rarest goodies on the market.
5, 6.
Brace yourselves, space geeks, because this is gonna blow your mind. So this guy rolls up with a bunch of crates, and let me tell you, the anticipation is real.
Got a couple things. I have some Star Trek things, and I also have things from NASA.
He's got some seriously cool stuff from the Star Trek universe, and even NASA. I mean, come on, that's pretty awesome. It's clear that this dude is a space enthusiast through and through, and his collection is off the charts. Honestly, it's a total flex. Like, seriously, you gotta take a look at this thing.
This is all the kind of stuff that you're into.
Now, here's the kicker. Ashley confesses that she and her brother aren't exactly die-hard Star Trek fans. But guess what? Every time they get anything Star Trek related in their shop, it flies off the shelves.
I'm not a Trekkie girl, my brother's not a Trekkie guy, but when we get Star Trek stuff in here, it flies off.
Talk about a lucky break, huh? This guy managed to gather all these valuable items from various Star Trek conventions across the country, thanks to his gig as a truck driver. Talk about dedication to the cause. But wait, it gets even better. He pulls out this kit from Paramount Studios, which is a seriously impressive piece in his collection.
To give to radio station to run ads for the show.
It's an authentic set that was sent to a TV executive when Deep Space Nine first hit the screens. Now that's some next level stuff right there. You can't help but appreciate the sheer coolness of it all. Here's the catch though. All this awesomeness comes at a price, and Seth, our shop owner, is taken aback by the asking price.
This was $1,000?
Yes.
Wow. $1,000?
Yes.
Why? Why is that so
Because
much?
it's custom built and it all lights up and works.
The guy wants a whopping $1,200 for everything. And Les, ever the savvy negotiator, tries to bring it down to $700. It seems like a stalemate, but fear not, because Ashley steps in with her clever thinking. After some intense back and forth, Ashley manages to strike a deal.
$7,800.
She works her magic and secures all these incredible items for just $800. Can you believe it? Talk about a happy ending. Everyone walks away satisfied. The customer gets a fair price, and our shop owners have some killer new additions to their inventory. Who knew that a truck driver with a passion for Star Trek could bring so much excitement to our little shop? It just goes to show you never know what surprises are waiting around the corner. I kid you not. This next guy just pulled up with a true gem.
Checker taxi cab. I don't know about the original miles. Meter still.
Can you even fathom it? It's none other than a 1982 checkered cab. Whoa, now that's what I call antique. Take a gander at this beauty. It's in remarkable condition. It's evident that the owner showered this car with lots of love and care. Kudos to him.
Did you call for a cab? Did you call for a cab?
Now, hold on to your hats because there's more to this story. Our daring duo, Les and Seth, decided to peek under the hood. Lo and behold, their jaws dropped.
Look at that thing purr. Don't you lose money because you get there quicker? And it all goes...
The engine looks splendid, almost brand new. How cool is that? But wait, there's a fascinating tidbit about this cab. Back in the day, they used to write the rates right on the taxi door itself. Talk about genius. This way, the rates were fixed, making it easier to attract customers. It's a shame we don't see this kind of thoughtful detail nowadays.
The door.
Did you see the rates on the door?
Yeah, I did. The shut up one is one I like.
And guess what? This car enthusiast doesn't just have one of these incredible cabs, but a whopping total of 4. 4, my friends! And out of all his prized possessions, he decided to part ways with one and sell it to this very pawn shop.
As long as the price is right and it's in good condition, we can make a profit.
Boy, oh boy, Les and Seth should count their lucky stars. Now brace yourselves for the asking price. This customer is seeking a jaw-dropping $10,000. Can you believe it? Les, being the inquisitive one, questions the reason behind such a hefty sum for what seems to be a mere antique car. Sensibly, Seth suggests that the customer take the car for a spin, just to ensure everything is running smoothly. Perhaps then they'll be able to negotiate a fair price. Good thinking, Seth. Les, ever the insightful one, recognizes that this is not just any ordinary car. It's a masterpiece, a truly unique item. Plus, considering its excellent condition, they can actually turn a profit from it. However, much to their disappointment, the customer refuses to budge below $8,500. Sadly, no deal can be made today. Nonetheless, Les wishes him luck, and we join him in hoping that the right buyer comes along for this exceptional ride. Fingers crossed. This guy walked in all eager to sell something big, and boy did he deliver. Now hold on to your seats, because things are about to get interesting. This guy is asking for a whopping let me tell you, he seems pretty darn adamant about it. Like, take a look at this. Ashley, always the one to ask the tough questions, wonders why it's priced so high. Price for it. Oh, and here's a fun fact for you. The Silver Surfer was actually voted one of the top 50 most recognizable comic book heroes in America. Pretty cool, huh? But the customer stands his ground and refuses to go below $1,000. That's quite a gap to bridge. Sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. Well, after giving it some serious thought, the customer ultimately, they can all happily move forward. It's smooth sailing from here on out.
Jack, get the out of here. Yeah, I know you're gonna get your hands off. Really?
You know what? I never liked you. I literally...
She ain't by herself, my man. No, I call me.
I'm sure you're curious about what happened, so let's not waste any time and jump right into it. So this customer walks into the pawn shop looking visibly upset. As usual, Ashley greets him and asks how he's doing. Turns out he's not doing well at all. Here's the reason why.
I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm
I
sorry.
was like,
It's really sad to hear about it. Now, he brings along a ring that belonged to his grandmother. He wants to pawn this ring because he plans to retrieve it once he earns enough money. How sweet, right? However, it turns out that the ring is fake, which surprises the customer. Now, this got me thinking, is he pretending or is he genuinely serious? It's hard to trust people these days, you know? But Ashley comes up with a solution to help him out by pawning his television. Can you guess what his response was?
what the I look like pawning my TV?
He starts getting rude with Ashley, which escalates into a heated argument. Then he demands his ring back, and not only that, he insists on being helped by another employee because he's annoyed with Ashley. And guess what happens next?
Put your finger in my face. Don't put your finger in.
Yep, that's how he ended up there. Crazy, isn't it? This customer's behavior became even more disrespectful. Just to prove that Ashley was completely wrong and useless, that's when, as you saw, the big guy steps in and knocks him down. But he continues to yell and curse at her. Eventually, Byron forcefully removes him from the shop.
You got me up. No, let's go. Man, let me go. Let me go, man.
Just when he thought everything had settled down, the customer goes ahead and threatens Ashley, saying he'll come back to get her. Oh dear, that's the biggest mistake he made since entering the shop. We all know what happens when someone messes with Ashley, right? Well, brace yourself and see it for yourself.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Dang, the customer was literally scared for his life. Shop called American Jewelry and Loan, located right in the heart of Detroit, USA. He comes in with his Xbox and immediately tells Les that he needs to get as much money as he possibly can for it. He knew that they probably get a lot of Xboxes anyway, so that does not set him apart from the rest of the regular customers. He reveals that he needs as much cash as possible, and it is all for his girlfriend. And get this, they're accusing her of being involved in, wait for it, prostitution. Yeah, you heard that right. Is this guy delusional or are the cops mistaken? And here's what they had to say to justify his belief out. And Les was clearly not here for his unreasonable demands. Take a look at his reaction shot, which was $80, which is way far from a whopper of $300. He even put his finger on Leslie's face, and that is when he knew it was time for this guy to leave. And he did not make it easy or go away quietly. Take a look at what went down. Well, at least they wished him a good day. Moving on to the next.
You talking to?
Alright folks, let me set the scene for you. We got Sharonda and her son Deontay strolling into the pawn shop. You see, it's Sharonda's birthday, and she's all about treating herself to some classic, fabulous jewelry. The helpful employee trying to assist Sharonda in finding that perfect piece, jewelry store, when in fact, it was way cheaper here at the pawn store. Clearly, he did not understand the concept of it. And get this, he paid $500 for it. So if he can buy earrings for that much money, why can't his own mother? Alright guys, brace yourselves for the next chapter in Sharonda's jewelry adventure. And let me tell you, Deontay's reaction? Yeah, it did not go over well. Not one bit. Because it is her birthday, and she is allowed to pick out whatever she likes, and he definitely does not get any say in this. Seth comes to her defense too, and tells the son that it's her birthday and her money, so she gets to make her choice. But here's the thing, folks, that employee was just doing their job. It's a classic case of drama, and this time Michael approached Ashley and tells her that he has a mink coat for her. She immediately asked him if he had brought it in before. And finally, down to the #1 worst customer. This customer was being disrespectful and disgusting at the store, and someone finally put him in place. Whew!
You understand that?
I got you.
Don't with my kid.
I'm sorry, man.
You don't with my kid.
He walks in and notices a table and immediately just announces to no one in particular that somebody needed to come to help him out with it. That's really not a nice way to ask. Jeez. Take a look at how he was behaving.
Let me lay on this mother. Let's see. Was a sex table? So for what?
He was being very crude, and Ashley notices his presence there very quickly, especially considering how loud he was being. He again keeps shouting for someone to come help him, and then, you won't believe this, but he asks for Ashley in person and says she is his girl. Take a look at what he was saying, or rather shouting.
Ashley, man, that's my girl. Yeah, I won't ask you, man.
Oh boy, get a load of this, guys. Ashley was absolutely disgusted by what was going down. Turns out this dude we're talking about is a regular at the store, and he's always spewing disrespectful comments left and right. But here's the twist. Most of those nasty remarks are aimed right at Ashley herself. Can you believe it? But wait, there's more. This time, he's taking his craziness to a whole new level, and Ashley's never seen him act this bonkers before. He asks her what the table cost, and when she tries to reply, he says something completely horrible that caught everyone's attention.
What you want for this table, girl? Get your ass over here and shut up.
The moment she spots this guy on the table, she's like, yo, get off, dude. But he's not having it. He keeps telling her to shut up or get lost. That's when the bouncers step in, swooping in like superheroes to have her back in a flash. But here's the kicker, my friends. Even after all that, he still won't quit with the rudeness. He's talking down to her like he owns her or something. And let me tell you, she's beyond upset. She's furious at the way she's being treated just because she's a woman. Take a look at what he's doing in the store.
No.
No, you be
Josh.
quiet. Look, come this way, baby.
Who do you
Come
think
here,
you are to talk to me like
Bro,
that?
if you let me, I'll be slapping.
Yo, hold up, people. Leslie catches wind of all the chaos and rushes in to see what the heck is going down. And let me tell you, he's in for a...
Good day, sir. Have a good day, my man. Yes, sir.
Oh, mother.
Oh, man.
Who the you calling him?
Really?
You the ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life.
Check out the wildest, most intense moments on Hardcore Pawn, where customers and staff bring the heat. And also get ready for some serious craziness at the pawn shop. Just another day at the pawn shop where we've got a mix of decent customers and, well, some pretty pathetic ones. Take this guy, for example. He may seem all laid back, but is he really?
What you got here?
That's a watch my grandmother gave me.
Wow, this dude received a watch from his grandma, which is pretty sweet, right? But here's the thing. He's convinced it's solid gold and expects a fat stack of cash for it. Well, let's hook him up with the amount he's hoping for. Let's find out.
500.
The problem is, the metal on it is just stainless steel.
Well, the metal on it is just stainless steel, so that's disappointing. But how will this guy take it?
Yeah, you see this discoloration on the side?
No.
You don't see the rose?
Whoa, hold up. This dude just flat out rejected it without even taking a peek. Talk about a major red flag, am I right? Less than explain.
In between the links were gold-plated. The gold plating had rubbed off. The watch had no value.
And then this guy's like, can I get someone else to check it out then? Because Les shut down his hopes of getting any cash. Whoa, okay, Mr. Expert. This dude is seriously not happy about it.
Value.
It does have value.
How about your chain? You want to pawn me your chain?
Anyway, being the sweetheart that he is, Les brings in another dude for a second opinion, just to be fair. But what happens next is totally mind-blowing and straight up disrespectful. Brace yourself for this one. It's gonna shock you.
Does this bozo know what he's doing?
Well, I wouldn't really call him names.
Seriously, this dude needs to chill and get a grip. I mean, who does he even think he is? Anyway, from that point on, things started spiraling down, and honestly, it's for all the right reasons.
500. Nothing. Stop being a bitch.
Now, Les ain't about to tolerate any disrespect, and nobody should. And this jerk is about to experience a dose of his own medicine. And let me tell you, it's not a pretty sight. Check out what Les has in store for him.
Give me my mother... Man, come over here and pick this bitch.
Oh man, this dude is about to get serious flipping off, I kid you not. You know what goes down with idiots like him? They're in for a rude awakening.
Yo, you, get him here.
Let's go, my man. Have a good day, sir. Have a good...
Gotta admit, that was seriously hilarious. What did Les have to lose? Nothing at all. But this guy, oh yeah, he got exactly what he deserved. The man just couldn't stop with the curses.
Sir, let yourself out. Let yourself out.
Oh, you think this was intense? Well, hold on tight because you haven't seen anything yet. So this dude walks in, right? And he brings in some equipment, no beating around the bush, and straight up expects a cool $100 for it. Can you believe that?
Like, I'm trying to get at least 100 for it.
$100?
Yeah.
I won't even be able to sell it.
Well, the guy just flat out tells him that there's no way he can cough up $100. So the customer's disappointed, but hey, at least he's keeping his cool, right?
So how much can you give me, man?
$20?
Well, we're clueless about what this dude's gonna pull off next. But hold up. Seth comes swooping in to handle the situation like a boss. Let's see how he tackles it.
Sitting on the back, Do you know what it is?
It don't matter how many you sitting on in the back.
Because then I can't.
Well, things are seriously heating up, and it's turning into a real mess. Seth tries to talk some sense into the guy, but he's just not cooperating. And instead, he's shouting like there's no tomorrow.
$2 for this.
You paid $200 for that, I overheard?
Yeah, I mean,
Really, you paid $200.
So Seth breaks it down for him, saying it's not even worth $100. But this dude is now causing a scene, making a big fuss that's grabbing everyone's attention, to be honest.
I'm trying to get money for it. I've been waiting in this line for an hour. I need more than
This guy seriously needs to calm down. He's dropping way too many curse words. And honestly, it's gonna be his one-way ticket out of the shop. That's when Les steps in to take charge. Let's see how that plays out.
You gonna do old man?
Who are you calling old, mother?
Old man?
No way, he actually said that? Like seriously, what the heck? This guy just keeps digging his own grave, making the situation even worse for himself. Brace yourself, because what he does next is gonna leave you absolutely stunned.
Really, mother?
I got this. I got it.
You wanna give me more than 20?
Oh my god, seriously? Can you believe it? This dude actually tried to mess with Les and thought he could get away with it without being kicked out. That's some messed up behavior right there. Like, what on earth was he even thinking?
Wait for an hour.
Really? Me? You.
Well, he totally got what he deserved. But guess what? That's not even the end of it. Brace yourself for this next one. So, this lady strolls into the store wanting to treat herself to a fancy watch. She's all sweet and ready to drop some cash. What could possibly go haywire, right?
This will be good.
Okay.
This one.
This is really pretty.
Now, this lady is seriously contemplating whether she should go for it or not. So, what's your take on it, guys? You think she'll end up taking it or not?
That's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
Good on you. That was 100.
100.
Okay.
She went for it. Well, everything's going pretty darn smooth so far. I don't want to jinx it, though, so let's just wait and see what unfolds next.
Here. No.
What is this?
It's a $100 gift card.
$100 gift card?
Hold up. Is that for real? She whips out a gift card with all this confidence, and hey, is that some kind of new payment method now? Ashley looks totally baffled by this turn of events.
Not a gift cards.
What would you call it? It
These
says
are
preferred customer.
Right.
Man, this lady is already super worked up the moment Ashley spills the beans that it's not a gift card. And she goes on to explain the situation. Talk about major agitation right off the bat.
It allows you discounts on the sales floor. You can't swipe this card and apply.
This lady is seriously caught off guard and maybe just can't handle the fact that it's not a gift card. And well, she's getting a bit too aggressive, folks. You know, the kind that usually gets shown the door and tossed out of the shop.
Turn around and swipe it, okay?
There's no swiper on this.
So you telling me I'm
I
losing?
gotta say, this lady is giving me some major secondhand embarrassment. I mean, it's crystal clear that the card cannot be swiped. Like, come on, that's basic common sense. But no, this woman just kept on making a complete fool out of herself.
I don't understand up in here, okay?
What is she gonna swipe? Hold on one second. Let me explain this to her.
Man, the way this woman is yelling, it won't be long before she gets the boot from the pawn shop. This customer is completely unreasonable, dude. But hey, props to Ashley for still trying to explain things calmly and patiently.
Wait, where do you see a swipe thing on this? Do you see a
Someone needs to rein in this woman because the way she's throwing a fit over a gift card is seriously ridiculous. I mean, does she not even realize how foolish she looks? Just look at her, still going on and making an absolute spectacle of herself.
Somebody want to buy a preferred gift card? There's not $100 on it. There's not.
Man, people can really lose it sometimes. It's wild. And last but not least, we get this other dude who goes absolutely bonkers. But here's the kicker. It's not about something he wants to buy or pawn. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth set him off then? Well, keep watching to find out.
Hey, how you doing? I'm here to buy an engagement ring.
So,
no kidding, this guy is actually here to buy an engagement ring. Whoa, that's some exciting news, isn't it? Les coolly presents a selection of engagement rings, and you'd think everything would go smoothly, right? Well, except for the blaring car horns outside, because of course, nothing can be too easy. Oh, damn, so that's the reason for all the honking? There's a massive truck just sitting smack in the middle of the parking lot. Now, take a wild guess. Whose truck do you think that might be? Come on, give it a shot. It's not rocket science.
Semi-truck.
And then it's white gold.
That's me.
Sir, can you...
Ding, ding, ding. It's none other than this guy. So Les politely requests him to move his truck from there. And what do you think his response was?
Find your place to park?
Oh man, come on now. I'm in a hurry. I can't be moving my truck in this.
Yikes, did he seriously say that? I mean, how do some people not have basic common sense? Did he genuinely think he was doing the right thing? Les is clearly not putting up with it, and you could totally see that.
You don't have an option. You have to move your truck. I'll be more than happy to show
Can you believe this guy had the nerve to straight up say no? Well, let me tell you, things are about to take a turn for the worse for him. But just when he thought he couldn't dig himself any deeper, he goes ahead and proves you wrong.
Why are you so rude?
I'm not moving the damn truck.
Byron, take over.
Well, obviously he's about to get kicked out, and trust me, you gotta watch this. It's absolutely hilarious.
Move the truck. Come on, man. That's wrong, bro. Next time, park it on the freeway.
This dude should be totally embarrassed about his behavior. And oh boy, he didn't stop there. He just kept on going. And the last straw was this.
Move your truck.
Silver Surfer. Oh, guess what? We've got a bona fide
and plywood board. It is wrapped in a vac metal plastic wrap.
Oh, what a shocker. It's a collector's item. Experts are going to agree.
Well, online, these things go for $3,000. Actually, Silver Surfer...
Hey, genius. If you're after that dream price, maybe hit up a comic store. Selling your treasure trove at a pawn shop? Yeah, real brainiac move here, buddy. Custom-made electric chair. Folks, take a puff. We've witnessed all sorts of weirdness at the pawn shop, but this fella's cranked it up a notch. Check out his wild sell list.
So tell us a little bit about him.
We have Halloween retail stores. This is a custom-made electric chair. There's a whole show if you guys want to see it.
Sure, go ahead, show us.
Hell yeah!
I'm really into this kind of thing. This might be the new feature at my house on Halloween.
Oh, just what we all need. A bedside toy that screams Halloween 24/7. No biggie, except it's art, not like living in a slasher fic or anything.
So we're looking to get about $8,000. Brand new, they're just above $9,000.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Buy a used one that's 6 years old.
Well, the cool thing about this one is that they don't make them like this anymore.
You're right, they don't. The new ones are digital.
Well, guys, Mr. Ambitious over here is dead set on this mystery item. Heaven knows what his grand plan is, but Les has a style for a bargain.
Thank you very much for bringing it in. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Damn it.
I'm a little disappointed that I gotta schlep it back home, but you know, with Michigan being, you know, like the #1 state for haunted houses and attractions and things like that.
Elephant skull haggle. Oh, guess what? No fancy sofa, no blingy ring, and no one-of-a-kind carta pedal? No worries. How about you trade an elephant skull for some greens? Because that's normal, right?
Skull of an elephant.
Really?
Very unusual.
It's very unusual.
My best friend had it, passed away, and I inherited this one. It's where the tusks were.
I understand that. It came from Africa?
Yeah, right.
Well, I
So-
can promise you nobody has ever brought in an elephant skull, ever. That I can
Little
tell you.
unique.
Ever wondered where one finds a thing like that? Well, surprise, surprise, there's a thriving market for massive elephant skulls. Yeah, you heard it right. Skull heads.
1,000. That's as low as I'm gonna go.
Let me talk to my elephant expert.
Africans are buying now for $2,300 and the Asians are $1,900.
The good part was, it's worth the money. There is a demand for elephant skulls, but I'll be damned if I'm giving it away.
Okay, peeps. When Les locks onto something, prepare for a solar eclipse, because he's not releasing his grip. Anyway, there's a plot twist in this pawn shop drama.
I got $700 bills waiting for me.
$750.
$700. And if you think it's worth $50 for you to schlep it home,
It isn't.
Schlep it.
It isn't.
Schlep it.
I'll give it to you for $7.
You got a deal. Thank you very much.
Thank
Come
you.
right
Thank
over
you.
here. We'll
Thank
take
you.
care
All
of
right.
it. All right.
Yeah.
Mark, thank you.
Bone rattler. Okay, people, the granddaddy of speed in the house. Ready to snatch up a drag racing car from the pawn shop? Who knew shuffleboard was just a warm-up?
This guy is an expert. He knows all about drag racers. So does Jeff. Jeff is my jeweler, but he's much more knowledgeable with engines than I am. The guy that sold it to me said it cost him $85,000 to put it together.
Probably clipping along at about 250 miles an hour.
Fire this puppy up.
I don't know how to start it.
Gather around, youngsters. We got a drag racing sage here, boasting a mere 30 years under his belt. So the wisdom dump is here, as he schools the pawn shop owner.
You know how to start him?
Sure.
I knew you did. How long have you been racing dragsters?
For about 30 years.
Oh.
You ready for this?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, Mr. Been There, Done That. Let's see if your drag racing tales can seal this deal or take a nosedive. Now, coming straight to the negotiation.
20 grand.
7,500.
I don't think so. If you give me the money today, $15,000. I'll throw the skeletons in for free. We have a deal for $15,000?
I guess so.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Enjoy
day.
your new car.
Mechanical bull. Ah, the good old days of Wild West bull riding and rugged cowboys. Some dude missed the memo that it's not exactly the trendiest scene nowadays. Time to catch up, y'all.
Going for a ride in my parking lot, or what are we doing?
Let's have a little fun, girl.
We're trying to sell our mechanical bull.
Why do you have it?
A Western themed restaurant bar before, and that was the theme. We put the bull into the bar.
Well, slap on those cowboy hats. We got ourselves a scene here. But seriously, who's taking bets on whether they can wrangle a decent price for that rodeo-style bull riding?
Let's say you were to buy these brand new. How much do they cost?
They cost around $15,000 to $20,000.
How much do you want?
$15,000.
So if I was to buy this brand new or buy this used from you, it's the same price.
Rental companies rent these out for $750 a day. There's a lot of revenue potential.
Ah! Man, sad to see these alpha men taking back their bull home. But folks, hold on to your hats. Maybe Ashley has something else in her mind.
3,000 right now.
45.
31.
39, you pack it up. That's my bottom dollar.
34.
I can't do it.
Sorry, good luck.
Dr. Death's van. Step right up, viewers. You've heard of Dr. Death, but today's highlight is the van that spotlights as the ride for assisted suicides. Because nothing says vacation like a one-way ticket, right?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
By Dr. Death.
This is the actual van that he did his first and several other assisted suicides in.
Jack Kevorkian was an iconic figure in the city of Detroit.
We're not aiming for a Valley of Chrome farewell tour this time. Mr. Big Bucks here wants a six-figure sum. Brace yourselves, because Les has his few concerns all queued up.
It is a piece of history.
I like buying weird.
You won't find another one.
The problem is, it doesn't make sense to spend six figures on something like this for me.
Well, you either love it or hate it.
But I love it. This is definitely a piece of Detroit.
A van oozing that delightful combo of creepiness and death vibes. So legit. However, why not throw in another expert opinion? Let's see how that went.
So 10,000 ain't gonna buy it.
No, I'm in the six-figure range.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand. 30 grand.
50 grand?
30.
One time, 50.
30 cash right now.
Bizarre bikini. Check out this granny of the century who strolls into the pawn shop with an elderly figure that has a lot to do with, I don't know. You have a look and maybe you decide.
Which is the doll?
I heard that. I'm undressing her.
What can I say? A really nasty looking woman, but a very cool item.
Yep, that's about accurate. You just saw a long-legged granny in a bikini. All the efforts are done in the name of art. However, our granny here invested in this model.
How much did you want for this thing?
I'd like to get $500 for it. This thing is art.
It's a very cool item, but not for that price. She's really cute. I mean, she's really fun to look at, but it's not going to be even close to 500 bucks.
Never mind, that was gonna be a deal breaker. Unless Les had some more quotes to add to the art piece, this stirs things up for the selling mix.
Here this woman was playing my game, and I was losing.
200.
190. I'll take it.
Will he stop?
Okay, schlep it home.
You know, I heard my dad saying it wasn't worth the extra $10. Bull.
She wants 200.
Latex vacuum bed. Look who's spicing up the pawn shop scene. This dynamic duo's got a latex vacuum fetish bed up for grabs. You know, just your average afternoon errand.
Latex vacuum bed.
A what?
A latex vacuum bed.
So you have sex with latex?
Pretty much.
It's like the autoerotic asphyxiation is what
Pretty
it is,
much,
correct?
yeah.
Bobby J surprisingly knew exactly what this thing was.
All right, I was wondering, who needs candlelit dinners when you can have vacuum-sealed intimacy? I'm not here to judge. However, here's a quick demonstration.
So normally when Felix has his hand over his mouth, normally what they like.
I actually used it.
Are you breathing? Here we go.
Not gonna work. It's working.
Everyone's a critic when it comes to what's the word? Innovative sleeping arrangements. Yeah, there we go. And we aren't sure if that ever went up for the big sale.
Used it. So how could you not want to do this with him?
Because I don't want to suffocate.
It's not for everybody. I'm familiar with the bed. Very much so.
Just imagine having sex and he don't have to hold you.
Perfect. Well, now we got that out of the way.
Just a normal fine day when this guy walks into the pawn shop to sell Les Paul's document collection, including an incredibly unique and world's one-of-a-kind Les Paul SG guitar that belonged to his Aunt Mary. And guess what? She wasn't just some guitar lover or a casual Les Paul fan. So the seller is hoping to get $250,000 for this collection. The big question is it really worth that much? And is it still in good enough condition to fetch a high price? Let's find out. Rick Harrison calls for Drew, the expert from Authentic Autographs Unlimited, who specializes in forensic document examination. He then carefully examines the signature on the guitar and remarks that Les Paul had a unique and straightforward signature style. Interestingly, Drew notes that he never included his last name when signing off. And can you believe it was his first time dropping that much dough on a guitar? Insane, right? But someone in the comments section went all out and said that those papers would fetch a whopping $190,000 if Joe Bonamassa got his hands on them. Another user totally agreed with him and even said that if this guitar showed up in the right magazine, some millionaire rock star would easily drop at least $200,000 for it. But here's the main part. Did the pawn shop actually make any profit? Hell yeah, they did. Once the show aired, they wasted no time and threw that bad boy up on eBay. And guess what? They scored a whopping $110,000 for it. They ended up making a cool $20,000 profit, guys. Now that's what I call a successful hustle. Next up, we have a customer who came in trying to sell a sword that was supposedly forged by the famous Yasutsugu family, known for making weapons for badass samurais back in the day. But here's the twist. The seller looked familiar to Corey. It turned out that he had been there before to sell a trophy. You'll be thinking what kind of trophy it must be. Maybe some ancient artifact or something, right? But nope, it was actually a Grammy Award. Yes, all in excitement, Rick bought it. But later he found out that it was not allowed to be sold. Oops, I can see a great loss there. Because of that now, they had to be extra careful before dealing with this sword. They weren't sure if it was a legit samurai sword or just some ninja knockoff. The seller is a lawyer and claimed he had received the sword as payment for his legal work. Pretty cool, huh? Some users are even cracking jokes about why the guy was so willing to sell such a masterpiece. One such comment was he must have been scared of his wife's anger, whose eyes are always fixated on that sword. And if she ever gets her hands on it, she's ready to knock him off. Talk about a dangerous situation. Another user said he got robbed? Well, we have to wait to see the actual plot. Taking the lawyer's word for it, Corey decided to take the risk, and then he went ahead with the purchase, even without having an expert to check its authenticity. I mean, let's be real, that was pretty foolish, right? I mean, who was going to check if the thing was actually legit or not? So they asked the seller how much he wanted for it, and he said $5,000. The buyers were skeptical about its condition and started throwing offers as low as $800. That's a crazy drop. But the seller fought back, saying every bit of that sword is worth the full $5,000.
If you're gonna hold my feet to the fire and make me pay as much as I can, it's gonna be $1,500. I'll come down to $2,000. I've got 5 of them right there.
The shop wasn't ready to pay that much without knowing more about it, so Corey went up to $1,200. He was trying to get the best deal he could, but the seller didn't budge. They went back and forth until finally the seller settled for Corey's offer of $1,500 just to get Rick off his back for that Grammy thing. After buying the sword, Corey was not at peace and was restlessly waiting for the expert who was out of town during the appraisal. Finally, he got to meet up with Mike Yamasaki, the expert, and Corey explained how he took a shot in the dark and bought the sword without knowing if it's actually worth the money. So, after taking a small glimpse at it, Mike recognized it as a samurai sword and told Corey the history of the sword. He stated that after World War II, around 3 million Japanese swords were taken out of Japan by the occupying forces. In those days, the Japanese warriors, also known as samurai, were skilled professional fighters, and the samurai sword was like their badge of honor. If you didn't have one, no way you could call yourself a samurai, man. Then Mike decided to inspect the sword and took a closer look at it.
This is the proper way to take apart a Japanese sword. They've been doing this style for centuries.
Well, after the inspection was done, the expert discovered that the sword belonged to a super important samurai with ties to Japan's imperial family, probably from the 5th generation. Now, here was the interesting part. The Yasutsugu family only worked for high-level samurai, and their signature mark, like a logo, was detailed on the handle. It's the family crest of the Tokugawa family, who ruled Japan for a couple of centuries. And if anyone tried using it without permission, they'd end up losing their heads, along with their whole damn family. Scary, right? Well, it seemed that the sword had some serious historical value. Now, the big question is, how much is it worth in today's time? After considering the condition, the expert estimated that it can be restored for around $3,000. But here's the exciting part. After the restoration and blade sharpening, Corey could potentially sell it for a whopping $15,000. That's a tenfold increase from what he paid for it initially. So there you have it. Corey took a risk, bought the sword without knowing its true value, and it turned out to be a jackpot. But that was indeed a risky game. But does it always turn out to be luck, or sometimes they just lose everything? Well, we'll see this in the next episode, where a customer from season 16 walks into the pawn shop, hoping that the shop will take his 1700s flintlock pistol off his hands. This thing is ancient and looks fascinating for being so damn old. But the funny part, the gun looked puke-colored.
Did you do the amazing restoration on it?
I did not.
Well, let's talk about the history of this gun. Now, the invention of the flintlock pistol back in 1615 was a total game-changer in warfare. But here's the thing. Hector, the seller, had no idea about the pistol's origin. It was passed down to him by his father, and he's looking to score $500 for it. But Rick has some concerns. It's pretty darn obvious that this thing has been messed with. So he decided to call in his arms expert, who knows his stuff when it comes to guns. Finally, the expert Alex Kramer arrived. He's the CEO of International Military Antiques. He takes one look at the pistol and straight up calls it ugly. Ouch! Apparently, some shoddy paint job messed up the gun, and it can't even be opened properly. But hey, on the bright side, the details and engravings on the pistol are top-notch. They got this fancy style called grotesque, with all these weird-looking human and animal shapes. And the markings underneath are high quality too. Too bad the paint on the lock is so thick that they can't even see the gun maker's name. That would have helped figure out when and where it was made. Now Rick's super curious if this thing is actually worth anything. The expert takes a quick look and comes up with an estimate.
I think it would be about $1,000. Once we restore it, if I can get it functional, I think it's at least $3,000.
With that estimated value in mind, Rick decides to make an offer.
So, I will give you $150 and relieve you of your problem.
Would you do $250?
Damn, just $150? Even though Alex said it was worth $5,000. Rick always pulls out the excuse that it's hard to sell, and there aren't many buyers out there. After a short negotiation, the seller settles for a mere $200. I know, unbelievable and kinda unacceptable. But since the gun isn't in great working condition, I guess it was the best they could do. Rick decided to take a chance and handed the gun over for restoration. Will it hit the jackpot or lose his $200? Let's see. After a successful restoration job, Rick receives some surprising news about the gun's value. It has brought back all the original details and made it look absolutely gorgeous. And guess what? It turned out even better than expected.
With all of the engraving on the brass, that grotesque mask came out really well.
It did come out amazing.
But Alex hasn't tested it yet because he wanted Rick to witness its sight. And the best part? If this baby shoots, Rick might get a whopping $5,000. Damn. Well, let's watch if it works.
I got my headphones on, so I can't hear you.
Yeah! Oh, it worked perfect!
So after successfully restoring the item and getting it in working condition, Rick could be making $5,000 on an item he bought for just $200. That's a crazy profit of $4,800. Absolutely hard to believe, right? Someone even commented that Rick straight up robbed Hector in broad daylight. Users are not holding back with their savage opinions. Well, keeping everything aside, this was indeed one of the craziest profits earned at Pawn Star Shop. Moving on. In this episode, Rick bought what he thought was a fancy Polish medal from a regular customer for a whopping $6,000. Well, neat in the sense of 800 years of Poland's struggles, constantly being conquered, reconquered, and fighting for their freedom throughout their entire history. Users also shared how this whole episode reminded them of their beloved history classes back in their school days. It brought back memories of learning about the triumphs, tragedies, dramas, and even the occasional humor that filled those lessons. With the background story out of the way, Rick finally gets down to the burning question. What's Earth?
I took a big shot in the dark.
How big a shot?
Less $6,000.
I can sense the tension all over his body. Finally, the expert takes a closer look at the metal and starts talking about how it was probably made in St. Petersburg by a company called the House of Bolin. And guess what? They were like the main competitors to Fabergé. So we're talking about a metal of Fabergé quality here. Crazy enough to give Rick some hope, but Craig kept going on and on about how gorgeous the metal is, making Rick all anxious and begging him to stop teasing and spill the beans about its worth. And finally, he does. Aren't you curious just like me?
30 to 40 grand. $30,000 to $40,000. That's incredible.
Damn, the metal is valued at around $30,000 to $40,000? That's awesome. And it definitely brought a big wide smile on Rick's face. But hold up. Sadly, Craig has some serious concerning news for him. Apparently, the market for this specific metal is pretty thin, meaning there's not much chance for Rick to sell it easily. Talk about a check he can't cash. But hey, Craig's always got a solution up his sleeve. So he got in contact with a guy in Germany who has a box for this metal, has the ribbon for it, and even the breast star. It's all part of a set, you see, but there's a big hole in the guy's box, specifically for the neck order. And Craig just knew that he finally found a potential buyer for the metal, someone who needs to complete their set. Now, both the parties are ready to. One person made a comment praising the honesty of Craig, noting how he offered a price range for the metal that matched its actual value of $30,000 to $40,000, despite knowing that Rick had only paid $6,000 for it. Craig could have easily offered a lower price, like $12,000, and made a huge profit. But instead, he respected Rick and still managed to make some money while being fair. This man named Randy walked into the store with a huge-ass vending machine. He believes that his machine is from the 1940s.
Candy?
Yes, sir.
You know who loves candy, right? This guy.
Well, Chum, we know your love for candies, but is this deal as sweet as them? This machine sure has Chum's heart, but Randy doesn't even know if it works, and neither does he have the keys to it. Well, let us look into what Chum thinks about it and whether he thinks it would be worth the cost.
Just taking a look at it, I mean, it looks pretty rough shape. There is a lot of rust on it.
It sure needs a good restoration, but Randy wants $1,000 for it. Man, it already needs so much work to be done. I personally don't think it's worth investing so much, but who am I to suggest? Oh, how the Chum had been schooled by experience. A lesson etched deep into the fibers of his being. Scarred by past misjudgments and Rick's scoldings, he now approached each decision with newfound caution. But hold on to your seats, for the words that spilled from the expert's lips were nothing short of astonishing. Get ready to be astonished, for the expert's revelation is nothing short of extraordinary.
Whoa.
Oh boy. Right? The guts are missing. So what this needs...
Man, it is empty inside. All the mechanisms are missing. The expert saved Chum's ass today on this one. The expert adds that in this condition, the machine is max $300. Whoa, that was a low blow for Randy, it seems. He cannot believe the price dropped from $1,000 to just $300.
Up and running and painted, obviously.
$4,500.
$4,500. Okay.
Well, this machine is asking too much. Chum noticed it and got the bargain straight from $1,000 to $75, and they just shook hands on $100. But a deal is a deal. Let's see how Chum restored it and made it a good sales machine for his own bars.
Whoa! Holy Chum bar!
Check it out, right?
That is freaking awesome.
Whoa, the machine is brand new again. No one can even imagine how it was before. And I know you're thinking no one got furious here. But hey, the video doesn't end here. You see, Rick was not so happy about the sweet gift lying in the garage.
Why are your candy bars in it?
That's the gift it keeps on giving, Rick. That thing, you can sell it for $6,500 today, dollars off it every day for the rest of its life.
Rick's fury reaches its boiling point as he directs his anger toward Chum. With intense frustration in his voice, he makes it clear that he's had enough. In a sharp and cutting tone, Rick declares that if anyone wants to get their hands on Chum's chocolate bar, they can simply take a stroll across the parking lot and purchase it directly from the store. No more concessions or accommodations. The message is clear. Rick has drawn a line in the sand, leaving Chum to face the consequences of his actions. It's a harsh ultimatum that hangs heavily in the air, leaving Chum to contemplate the future of their strained relationship. Will Chum take the opportunity to make amends,
Or will the rift between them widen further? Only time will tell how this explosive situation will unfold. The timeless dance of irritation between Chum and Rick, an intricate routine that never fails to provoke a symphony of exasperation. As a well-worn melody played on a perpetual loop, Chum's knack for pushing Rick's buttons has become a legendary saga of vexation and amusement. With each encounter, their interactions tread the line between exasperated sighs and affectionate eye rolls, a delicate balance that keeps the audience captivated. The sparks of frustration fly freely, igniting a wild dynamic that has become an integral part of the show's charm. Did you know that Chum's not just passionate about candies, he is passionate about diving as well? You can't even imagine what he buys next.
Give you that.
As if the mounting list of Chum's blunders wasn't already enough to incite Rick's fury, an air of suspense fills the room as Chum finds himself teetering on the precipice of yet another foolish choice. The weight of anticipation hangs heavy, like a dark cloud looming overhead. In the midst of this suspenseful moment, Rick's anger simmers beneath the surface, ready to erupt like a volcano. The stakes are high, and the consequences of Chum's potential misstep could be dire. Prepare to have your mind blown. Have you ever heard of a street-legal pirate ship? No worries if you haven't, because it was a revelation for me too. Picture this: a captivating vessel that sails through the streets instead of the high seas. This audacious individual is actually selling a pirate ship that doesn't navigate water, but instead driven around during parades and events. The sheer novelty of this concept is enough to make your jaw drop. Can you imagine the spectacle of a fully decked-out pirate ship roaming the streets, spreading swashbuckling cheer and captivating onlookers? It's an unconventional twist on the nautical adventure, where imagination takes flight on wheels instead of waves. A fascinating change that challenges traditional boundaries and sparks the imaginations of all who encounter it.
For a ship, you can actually drive 60 miles an hour on the highway. This is awesome.
In a moment of anticipation, Chum captures a picture of the pirate ship and eagerly sends it to Rick, seeking his seal of approval. It's no secret that Chumley's heart is set on acquiring this extraordinary vessel. However, Rick's response reveals a familiar pattern. He doesn't always share Chum's level of enthusiasm. Despite Chumley's unwavering excitement, Rick's support wavers, casting a shadow of doubt over Chum's aspirations. Nevertheless, amidst the uncertainty, Chumley embarks on an unforgettable adventure on the ship, immersing himself in a world of whimsy and joy. The pirate ship becomes a catalyst for moments of pure bliss as Chumley discovers a sense of freedom and exhilaration that he has never experienced before. It's a testament to the power of chasing dreams, even in the face of skepticism. Join Chumley as he embraces the sheer thrill of sailing on that ship, creating memories that will last a lifetime.
If I can make a deal, Rick will think I'm the man.
As the wind tussled Chumley's hair and the weather played its part, a symphony of elements converged to enhance his adoration for the float even further. Each gust of wind whispered its approval as if urging him to embrace the exhilaration that danced in the air. The perfect weather conditions seemed to align, creating an enchanting atmosphere that heightened his connection with the pirate ship. With every passing moment, Chumley's affection for the vessel grew as if it were infused with magical essence. In the midst of it all, Chumley savored the joy and freedom that enveloped him, cherishing the sensation of pure bliss as he sailed through the streets on the ship that had captured his heart. As Chumley eagerly awaits Rick's response, hoping for validation and support, his heart sinks when he reads the crushing words that appear on his screen. Rick's text delivers a blow that pierces Chumley's enthusiasm, leaving his spirit wounded and his dreams deflated. The message, like a dagger to the heart, shatters the joy and optimism Chumley had been clinging to. The heartbreaking reality sets in as he realizes that Rick's words don't align with his own deep-rooted passion for the pirate ship. It's a moment of profound disappointment as Chumley grapples with the stark contrast between his own excitement and Rick's lack of endorsement. Emotions swirl within him: hurt, confusion, and a tinge of resentment.
I'm sure he's not going to buy it. He doesn't have any money on him.
But he's an idiot.
Amidst the tangled web of desires and concerns, Corey possesses a keen understanding of Chumley's nature. He recognizes that once the request to abstain is made, Chumley is unlikely to proceed with the purchase. In this aspect, Rick's fears find resonance in Corey's assessment. The rational part of their minds acknowledges the validity of Rick's concerns. Even if Chumley were to succumb to impulsive desires and make a foolish decision, the stark truth remains: the price of the pirate ship far surpasses his financial means. It looms above his allowance like an insurmountable hurdle, a barrier that cannot be breached without dire consequences. The clash between longing and practicality creates a dilemma that Chumley must confront head-on. Will he heed the warnings and let go of the unattainable dream? Or will he risk it all in pursuit of his heart's desire? The outcome hangs precariously in the balance as Chumley grapples with the weight of responsibility and the allure of the forbidden. The owner wanted $250,000 for it. Man, that is a little too much. The last bargain he could agree on was $190,000, man. That is still so much money. Chumley was so sure that Rick would want to get it, until he checks his phone.
Do not buy the float. That was Rick, my boss.
The man had been driving Chumley around all of the efforts and explaining it. And all for what, man? Just to get rejected on a text message?
Whatever. Oh, sorry, man.
Man, I really feel so bad for Chumley. Everyone gives an attitude to my boy here, and he just takes it all. Well, enough of Chumley. Sometimes even Rick makes a mistake, and the great Harrison is not at all happy about this one. A captivating scene unfolds as Bill strides into the store, his presence immediately catching the attention of the Pawn Stars